much. Let me walk y'all through this. I'm gonna do this. Yeah.
It's the fall of commercial rap. Contenders heard I'm back. Doors are wide open, time for some murder tracks. Brooklyn, North Philly, all hoodlums walk with me. This is documentary rap, not Walt Disney. New York City, it's the illest team you ever seen since J and Beans. We are the Nazarenes, from the path of kings. We're like spacecrafts and fitted hats and baggy jeans. Douse the booth up with gasoline. Grab the steam, the bars hit your castle and you have to lean. Gun talk, rhymes slide up in my mind like a magazine. They spray all over my page like an M16.
Yo, who's hip-hop's purer? Our auras like an AK Bible and some Soras. Priest and Kamachi, prophetic explorers. The duo so spaced out, alien smut bitches and Doras. We back to the hood and a kitted up Taurus. The king's here and y'all ain't got nothing for us. We've been anointed, stained glass in the six-pointed. Philly, Brooklyn, hard rocks, leave your jaws disjointed. If you ever speak blasphemy, I ain't home if the Grim Reaper knocking ass for me. Intelligent hoodlums overcome tragedy. Pre-skated 10 commandments laid out the path for me.
Always study Ed Hardy garments, cover our bodies, Yankee turban, Don Julio cups of virgin. From the Nazareth lands of the urban, Brooklyn bullpen, the wolves are in, full of sin, the saviors, the messiahs, for rap music crucifiers, acting like y'all banging hammers, we got the game in the tooth for the pliers, try to break loose and feel the fire, the realest two, hear the truth from the writers.
Yo, I'm from the Philly Masonic halls with cryptic and demonic flaws, ego so big we stroll with atomic balls. You don't know the rules, breaking all kind of laws. The last testament we gave you the final cause. Heed the warning, hear the trumpets blow. It's the prophets of the ghetto where they pump the blow. The Bible or the pistol, mud or the crystal. We mastered the cycles, and this is all fiscal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We back. Yeah. Ha-ha. Juju Mom. G-Sight, yeah, Killah Priest, yeah, beautiful minds, ha, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we build on topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast. Killah Priest podcast.
Yeah. Mic check, check, check. Check, yeah. Check, yeah. What's good? What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? Monday night, y'all already know. Back in the building, AD Ross holding it down temporarily. It's gonna be a cool show, as you already know. We're gonna do the best to rock this as best we can. Always going with the flow. That's how we do. That's how we do. A lot of stuff happening. Priest's going to be joining us tonight via Zoom. He's got a lot of stuff going on right now, yo. He's in and out of studios. He's doing some things. I don't want to speak on what he's got going on, but it's a lot of productivity happening right now, man. And it's a good thing to see. But Priest is going to be joining us live via Zoom, giving us an update on what he's got going on. Until then, we're going to be talking about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We're going to be bringing in possibly Crip Jesus with his input. As you know, he is also in Los Angeles, and he's going to be giving us an update on what's happening on his side. So we're gonna be setting that up. I got the Zoom getting set up right now too and everything. How's everybody doing out there? What's cracking? What's happening? What we got? 44 people in the building. Peace to Jody Southward. How are you? Jody in the building. We got Solar Facts. We got the regulars in the house. Also, they're also known as the VIPs. Shout out to the VIP members of the Killah Priest Podcraft. We've got Gardens of the Gods. He said, why did they cut off that part? What part? He said, Eagles, yeah. What happened to Kamachi, yo? I don't know. I love that song, though, right? I sometimes when I get a chance, I like to rock that song before the show starts. That's one of my favorite tracks. When I heard that, I was like, ooh, like it's inspiring. You don't hear Priest on too many of those types of beats. And I like motivational beats. I like tracks like that sound big and epic and boom, you know what I mean? Or maybe Lord's Son had some big tracks like that too. But I really like that vibe. That was Beautiful Minds with Chief Kamachi and Killah Priest. One of my favorite tracks that I heard from Priest. But yeah, I like to rock my favorites. It's one of the benefits of doing this. David J. Blazer already in the house. He says Heavy Mental Monday. Ooh, that's cool. Gardens of the Gods says, funny thing is I was going to mention, great song, funny they mentioned North Philly. I'm starting to think these guys are reading my minds. Been thinking about North Philly a lot lately and what it must be like since the last time I was there. Right on. Yeah, Rasulullah is from Philly. But let's see who else we got up in here. Unsubscribed in the building. Let's see. Underland Fortress in the house. Peace, peace. Chosen Lore. Peace and blessings. Worship the Most High. Edgar Estrada. Mexico City soon. Yeah, Priest's going to be going to Mexico soon, man. Let's see. Energy X. Divine Intelligent. Yahé Beats. Hey, I got it right. I didn't say Yage. I said Yahé. I'm learning, man. I'm learning. You got some great beats, Yahé. I see you on YouTube, man. Yahé is putting out Killah Priest type beats. If you are familiar with looking for beats in hip hop, if you're an artist, if you're a rapper, you're familiar with what's called type beats. Future kind of talks about that with that type-ish. But yeah, type beats are, you can look up certain artists and look up those type beats, you know what I mean? For example, if you're looking for a Busta Rhymes type beat or a Redman type beat, usually artists that are looking for beats that are similar to those will just type in type beat and then the artist name. But Yahé Beats is putting out really good Killah Priest type beats. and I see them. So that's fire, man. Keep up the great work. I want to make sure Priest hears your beats too. Because he records fast, so you never know. But we got to figure that out. I'm going to make sure he's subscribed on his channel to your channel, so he stumbles across your beats. Danny Warrior Salinas, what's good? What's good? AD, salute to the craft. Peace, peace. Danny Warrior Salinas is one of our sponsors, contributors to the Podcraft. Hammer's Fact says 2 of them are like KRS-One and Bumpy Knuckles combo. Great albums, both of them. Okay. Divine Intelligence says, did Priest ever figure out the reason why Priest's latest album isn't? So that's a common problem that's been happening with Apple Music. It has to do with the distributor that we use to promote the put the tracks out. Sometimes Apple messes up. There's something happen. Apple has some type of filter that kind of like, there's little problems that happen with Apple. Apple is not the easiest to work with. Spotify, no problem. Tidal, no problem. YouTube is the easiest. But Apple's just kind of a little complex. So sometimes we got to write letters, which I got to check on the follow-up on. Write letters to Apple or to our distributor and say, hey, this album didn't go through to Apple. What happened? And what happened last time with one of Priest's last albums was they're like, oh, yeah, our bad. We just had to hit this button or something. Like they gave us some kind of thing where like, oh, oops. Basically, they said, oh, oops on that situation. So It should be popping up again soon. But I'm not a fan of Apple, man. I hate to say it. I get it with the iPhones and all that, but I'm just not a fan of Apple. I don't use any Apple products. I barely eat apples. You know what I'm saying? My laugh tracks weren't even ready. But yeah, man, I'm not, not a fan of Apple at all. Spotify is dope. I use Tidal because it integrates with my DJ software. I use Serato. When I DJ, I can queue up streaming service called Tidal, and I could stream any song, scratch it, throw it into the mix as if though I have it as an MP3, which is way convenient. Us DJs no longer have to download MP3s. I mean, you can, but when you can just stream tracks, way easier. So, especially for the top 40 music and everything. But yeah, I just use Tidal. I canceled my Spotify, but I don't even consider Apple. But I get it. A lot of y'all are on iPhone still. That's cool. Go with what works. But check out other streaming services. You might like Tidal more. You might like Spotify more. You know what I mean? Just check it out. But because that's why you'll notice some tracks are not on Apple, but they're on Spotify. You'll notice that. Just got to do the research, see what works for you. Maybe some genres are better with Apple. I don't know. I'm not trying to like trash talk Apple that hard, but like do the research, see what platform works for you. Our music streaming services are key. You know what I mean? We all have our playlists, and if you don't, you should have a playlist for when you got to be motivated playlist. Your driving playlist. Everybody got to have a driving playlist. If you don't have a driving playlist, what are you doing? You got to have a playlist for when you just trying to chill out. You got to have a playlist when you're trying to get motivated. You got to have a playlist when you're trying to get in that fight or flight mode. Your playlist is key. You know what I mean? It's going to be a bit different for everybody. You know what I mean? You're going to have a Killah Priest playlist. You're going to have a Wu-Tang playlist. Your music is everything. It's a drug. You already know. I'm speaking to the choir, I know. But you know how much how much music affects you, sound affects you. You know how your mood can change once a song pops up. You know how certain tracks will give you goosebumps. Certain tracks will have you up. Builds up the dopamine, serotonin, all that. Point is, get organized with that. Get your playlist together. See what works for you best. If Apple Music is still your thing, cool. But to answer your question, we're gonna check on that album to make sure that it does get on Apple, and we'll have that fixed. But thanks for that question. Gardens of the God says, more recently I started checking out hip hop from Great Britain. Wow. Okay. See, that's good. You're going out there, and they're finally catching up to us somewhat. I mean, before it was really horrendous. Yeah. Yo, it's interesting to hear hip hop from different regions. We've had some submissions from Australia, some some submissions from the UK, and it's interesting to hear their vibes. Some of them are still in the '90s, some of them are up to date, and there's no good or bad in all that. You know what I mean? A lot of us prefer the old school sound anyway. So, search for what works for you. But that's good that you're checking out other stuff. There's so many amazing songs that we've never heard out there. There's so much great music out there that we've never heard because it's not in our vicinity. We literally got to go search it out. You really got to go search it out. It's like organic food. You got to go find that organic music. There's tracks by unknown artists that will probably just like change your life. Y'all already know. I remember hearing Black Eyed Peas before they were popular. That's the joint, that's the jam. Turn that shit up and play it again. Remember, that was before they even were big. They came to Cal State Long Beach. That's where I was at. And they were still like underground, technically. They didn't even have Fergie yet. They had a different female singer who I think was better. But yeah, Jurassic 5 wasn't that big yet back in the day. I'm talking about 2000, 2001. And they had come to Cal State Long Beach, and I was like, yo, these guys, they weren't big yet. Now they're huge. Well, at least Black Eyed Peas is. But anyone who knows hip-hop knows Jurassic 5. But when I first saw them, I was just blown away, man. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. It was just so real. You know what I mean? So I love hearing good new music, and you never know where it could be from. Ceaseless One in the house. Hammers Fact says, Bro Sanchez has a YouTube channel called Beats by Sanchez. He makes, oh, cool. That's nice. I gotta check that out. Guardians of the God says, I just prefer that people keep the stuff here on the tube and have it monetized, and the advertisements make it nice and easy. I'm not into any of that social media or Spotify. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, hey, but that's your choice though. Is YouTube absolutely? You don't have to do a streaming service. YouTube is as a streaming service in itself. You know, you got YouTube Music, and all of our most digital distribution will go out to everything, and YouTube is definitely one of them. And YouTube will never really barely have a problem with uploading tracks, unless of course you're uploading a mixtape. But still, it'll get uploaded. They just won't get monetized for it. I like to keep it simple instead of running back and forth. Like, yeah, I'm with you, Guardians of the God. That's good. Yo, YouTube is great like that. That's the power of YouTube. It's amazing.
Amazing.
But that's cool that you search around the planet for it. David Blazer says, I like the Siberian indigenous group Exhibit Down song with Oxtican or something. Okay. Buckham in the house. He says, gotta get my day started with some Pac, Bone X, Clan, Tribe, Naughty and Ball. Okay. Naughty 8 Ball and NJG. Isley Brothers, The Whispers, Al Green. See, you know your collection. That's smart. He knows what he likes. He knows his collection, and you know what it does to you. It's a chemical, biological process when you have your music set and you know how to get your day started. A lot of us are just waking up with no music at all and just going throughout the day and just letting whatever happens to us with the social media come into us. You know what I mean? You scroll down your Instagram, they start playing a song. Now that song's stuck in your head, and you weren't even trying to listen to that. And you weren't even trying to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just checking to see if this is one of our. Yeah, this is one of our guests. Okay, so we might get Crip Jesus in about 15 minutes to join us and everything. But that's cool, man. You got to know your music, know what to play, know what it does. Some people listen to the same songs every single day. Hey, if that's you, that's cool. You know those tracks where you listen to it every day for like a month or 3 months or 6 months? It's background music, you know? Or it could be motivational music. I was listening to the soundtrack for Limitless. Remember Limitless, that movie about the guy who takes the smart pill? I'm into movie soundtracks, and I was digging the simplicity and minimalism of the soundtrack for Limitless. So I would literally put that on in the background as I worked, and I was so used to it, and it made me productive because there wasn't no lyrics or anything. I was just able to do a lot of stuff with that soundtrack in the background. And I was playing that a lot, man. Every day. And it put me into this zone. You know? But it's powerful, man. It works with our psychology. It works with our neurons. It works in so many ways. You know, without even having to get too scientific about it. You already know the power. That's why y'all listen to Priest. You know the power of good music. Okay, I'm setting up some Zoom stuff. Oh, I'm already ready. Tripping. Okay, moving on. What else we got? Guardians of the God says, sorry if I'm not reading everybody's. Just my problem with it too, of course, like everyone else, is censorship. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of censorship on YouTube. Isaac Brothers, oh my God, please cannot believe how many people still have never heard of that, especially Fight the Power. I mean, come on, that's really crazy. Yeah. Gardens of the Gods is going in. Yep. Gardens of the Gods, Neurotropics. Yeah, Neurotropic Experts channel is really great, and most of the stuff you can get cheaply at the Indian grocers. And nice. Super Gang says bars. Demetrius in the house. There he is. He said, acronym, peace, protons, electrons always cause explosions. Ooh. Ooh. Priest would like that. Garden says, well, there you go. I don't remember the movie soundtrack, and I haven't seen that movie more than twice years ago because, well, never mind. Certain actors I don't watch anymore. I feel you. Okay. Yeah, I just like the concept of that movie. It got weird with all the killing and all that stuff, but yeah, it's something motivational about seeing progress and people being mentally strong, and that movie kind of displays that. Even though it is with a pill, it kind of gives you some insight on basic things that happen after someone meditates, for example. The clarity of mind, or the idea of your mind working at full capacity. You know, there's a lot of back and forth about, you know, if your mind's working at 100%, or if we're only using 20% of our mind and everything. But obviously, we want to be able to use as much of it as possible. But we live in a culture and time sometimes where that is just, where dumbing down is just too much fun. You know what I mean? You got people drinking, you got people smoking, and you know, smoking can sometimes elevate you mentally, and sometimes it can dumb you down. It just depends on the strain and how much. But that's another topic. Demetrius says, AD, behave yourself. I know how you get when Priest leaves your home. He leaves your home alone with all your tech equipment. Yeah, man, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding it down. Yeah, sometimes you have to force yourself to have no music and go into the void, and that's what I've been doing and more lately. Just kind of eliminating certain sounds and backgrounds. Yeah, as much as I talk about having a playlist and having your own songs and playing music and using them as drugs mentally for some, there is a point where you want to be have quiet. I DJ 2 different clubs, and I work 5 times a week. So I'm DJing 5 nights a week. And it's a lot of music, yo. Especially when you start hearing certain songs over and over again every single day. Because, you know, certain females be requesting the same tracks. So on the way home, I just have dead silence. I'm not listening to anything. I'm not even listening to any frequencies. I used to listen to classical music on the way home. Now I just listen to nothing. So on my way home, it's just dead silence. And, yo, it's nice. But that's part of the wind down. You know, you all got to have a wind down. End of the night. She says, I'm trying to listen to what the universe is whispering. Ooh, that's smart. Yeah, you in tune. Flying Arrow says ambiance, humming. Priest very uplifting, and that's why I wish more people knew about him and the rest of the Horsemen because of how powerful. Yeah, I mean, Priest is that perfect. He's in that perfect zone of not quite underground, but not quite top 40. He's just right there in the middle, which is great. And Priest has a gift of production, man. He goes and moves and goes and goes. That type of consistency, you don't see that in too many artists. There's a lot of artists that keep going and going. Like a Redman, another one who I respect, because he loves to produce, and he loves to just keep pumping out music, and that's beautiful. That's what we're here to do is create. Whether it's music or art or children or create money or create whatever you're doing. Especially as a man, is to produce, create. You know what I'm saying? In however your purpose on this plane is. David Blair says West Coasting is like a box of chocolates. Oh man, I can't do a whole box. That's for sure. Hammer's Fact says movie Lucy was all about see, Lucy and Limitless are kind of in the same genre. I like Lucy a lot. It got kind of crazy when she was lifting people up with telekinesis. All of a sudden, she was like Darth Vader. But no, I like that too. There was something also very thematic about the idea of stoicism. You know, you guys know what stoicism is already. But that stoic mentality that so many superheroes have. You know, Batman has it, Superman has it, all the prestigious Marvel heroes will have it. They stay stoic and they remain calm during times of danger, challenge, and all kinds of things. You know what I mean? They're not like, whoa. They're not like, you know. They stay stoic. And that stoic nature is also expressed in Lucy. Like, that's how much knowledge is power. She's so smart, you become stoic. These philosophers in ancient times were so smart. They studied stoicism. And it's amazing because it connects to also the idea of having no emotion. We all have emotion. You know what I mean? But your ability to control it is part of stoicism. Your ability to know how to react is part of stoicism. And that's why, so many of us are into these superheroes and superhero movies and watching the protagonist stand strong in the face of danger. You know what I mean? It's part of that strength, that mental strength that we all should have. Being dangerous, but being able to know how to control your dangerousness. Being capable of violence without misusing it. Y'all know what I'm saying. Gardens of the Gods is going in. I'm gonna back up real quick. He says, hold on, let me make sure. Okay. Yeah, that's real with the meditation. It opens up the portals and it does make you smarter. It syncs up. Yeah. As positively as much as I speak about meditation, I gotta do it myself more. I need to practice what I preach because I don't meditate enough. But that's one of the things I'm trying to do this year. As is, I'm trying to keep working out. I'm trying to remind myself, do some push-ups. I'm trying to do pull-ups and keep my workout routine in check. You know what I mean? And then I can incorporate some more meditation. You know what I'm saying? It's discipline, yo. As much as I feel like I know, as much as smart as I am, as I think I am, I still got to maintain the idea of discipline and doing things, keeping the house clean, stuff like that. Do the meditation, scheduling. Life is really time management. It's just time management. Definitely the weed. The problem, as it is, always makes me tired and tired the next day. And some days, okay, let's talk. We can talk about that. I need to be sharp, but I love how the weed really opens up the portals and seeing frack. Yes. So that's a great thing. Gardens of the Gods. With cannabis, it's all about timing. It's almost similar to how you use carbs. I mean, I'm using carbs as an example because you want to use them around a time when you're going to need energy because that's about timing. Same thing with cannabis. You don't want to just smoke cannabis and then go to the store. You're going to end up buying a bunch of junk food. You're going to end up, you're wasting all of that great energy on just doing an errand. You know what I mean? So timing is everything. You want to know what strain you're smoking, know how it's going to make you feel before you smoke it, or however you take it with, edibles or concentrates. It's a slippery slope. Sometimes that extra hit takes you a little bit too far over the edge where you want it to go. I always undersmoke. I'll do a thing like before I go to work, I got a tiny little water apparatus. I'll do like a small bowl. I mean, the weed is so damn strong nowadays. It's like small bowl goes a long way. Tangy, that's the strain I be on. It's kind of a sativa hybrid. I can't go full on sativa because it's too much, and then I'll end up at Del Taco. I don't want to do an indica because then I'll just be tired. You know what I mean? I don't want to slow down. I'm trying to be up, especially now that I don't drink coffee anymore. So a little bit of sativa hybrid. I'm just saying what works for me. That one small hit, it stays in your bloodstream. I'm up. I'm positive at work. I'm feeling the music. I'm doing my thing as best as I can with that one hit. And that works for I'm not doing blunts. I'm not smoking joints in my car. Just very minimal. And that's kind of a way of using cannabis as a medicine. You start to respect the weed as a medicine. Don't even call it weed anymore. Call it cannabis. Call it a sativa hybrid. Call it what it is, and it's a medicine. Once you start respecting cannabis as a medicine, it'll work for you instead of against you. And you'll know your dosage. Gotta know your dosage. And try out different strains. You might have a strain that's just not working for you. You don't want to end up at Del Taco. I had a great day today, but I had 2 quesadillas. Nah, it'll work against you. I know from experience. But I'm just sharing my input on it. I did try to quit completely. Quitting cannabis completely, that can work against you too, because there's going to be some times when that's going to help so much. And that's when it can be medicinal. So see, Jimmy B says I smoked a deal with the public, so you know when to do it. I can't imagine leaving my house not stoned. Okay, if that's where you're at and you're cool with that and you're able to function, you're set. I had to make adjustments because I was in the same spot that Gardens of the Gods was, where I would end up being tired when I didn't want to. I also was getting munchies when I didn't want to. He says, I don't understand, but what I do is I never give into the munchies, never. If you don't give into the munchies, you get kind of a second wave of more great stuff. Okay, I know what you mean by that. So, yeah, so the munchies is basically just low blood sugar, because the cannabis will drop your blood sugar. So what he's saying is, well, as soon as your blood sugar drops, your body starts realizing, okay, he's not going to get any food. So it starts a process called gluconeogenesis. And when gluconeogenesis happens, your cortisol goes up, your adrenaline goes up, and it starts to eat away at muscles and fat and whatever's in your liver to get as much glycogen as possible. As it starts eating away at tissue and fat, the weed that you had stored in your fat cells starts coming out. So all of a sudden you high again. So you start fasting, or you don't give in to the munchies, as you mentioned, and next thing you know, you got that second wave because you just re-released THC from what you burned off the fat in your blood cells. I mean, we all know about a runner's high, but if you a cannabis smoker and you exercise, you're gonna feel high after that too, because you just burned off fat that re-released THC into your bloodstream, and now you're high again. It's a crazy phenomenon, but once you know how it works, it's interesting. I'm not at that stage anymore where I had so much cannabis in my bloodstream anymore. I have very little, but there's just enough in there. I like it just for the dopamine effect. Just a little bit of dopamine to make sure I'm not mean at people. Not that I ever am, but I like to be, at a certain level. I know myself. I've had plenty of experiments that I've done. We all got to do experiments. All of us are scientists. You're a scientist too. Every one of you is a scientist in some way, because you're constantly gauging dosages. How much salt? How much sugar? That's enough. I'm not getting enough water. Let me get more water. Always gauging your dosages on everything. That's enough for this person. This person's talking to me too much. I need to get them out of my... Man, I love ChatGPT. I've been having conversations back and forth. You can actually just use Google, because that's basically ChatGPT also. Underland Fortress, love your knowledge, AD. Man, I'm just sharing my perspective. I don't consider myself to be any smarter than anybody else. I'm just happy to be able to share my perspective and opinion. And I'm enjoying getting your guys' perspectives. I learn from the chat. I learn from y'all too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Garden says, yeah, a lot of people still don't know we have the cannabinoid system in our bodies, just like we have a central nervous system and circulatory system. They don't want to believe if they're right. That's why I feel there's a proper dosage for everybody. My favorite strain was called Paradise. I just want to share that because I started messing around with other strains, thinking I could find better. And I can't. Let's see. Pear. No, I spelled it wrong. P-E. So it smells like pear. It's this strain right here, yo. I'm just showing you the logo. This strain right here, yo, I love this. I've bought this like 5 times. It's a sativa dominant hybrid. Man, I've tried this against other strains. I've tried it against Tangy, Mac, which is more like a 50-50. I've tried other strains, and they don't do it for me like Paradise does, man. So I think I have found my favorite strain. Tangy is cool, but yeah, it's not doing it for me. I'm right next to a dispensary, so I'd be going in there and talking to them, and they're like, "Oh, here comes this guy again." I go in there, I'm like, "Do you have anything with THCV?" And I'm like, I tell them exactly what I want to look for, but they're pretty knowledgeable on it, so they give me different options, and we start talking about CBD percentages and stuff like that. I get real nerdy with it. But it's interesting. I think it's interesting, you know, because once you find your perfect strain, you good. You set. You know how you're gonna be. You know how your mentality is gonna be, and all that. You know, some people they're not themselves unless they eat something. You already know how you are about. You seen those Snickers commercials? You know, I work with a lot of females at my club, and when they start acting up, I'm like, "Did you eat today?" And they're like, "No." Yeah, you need to eat something because you acting up. Oh yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? They eat something. They always eat chicken strips. They get their chicken strips to come back. Oh, you're right. I feel so much better now. I'm like, yeah, girl, you need to eat. You know what I mean? You was acting up. I can tell you have low blood sugar. You should see me at work, man. I'm always checking on people and what they ate. I'm like, did you have breakfast? No. You know what I'm saying? I could just see, and that's just blood sugar, man. That's some basic food. Like, girl, you gotta eat. Um, we all know people like that. Um, anyway, where we at? Where we at? Okay, Craig Thomas knows what's up. Tangerine is a strong high. Yeah, it is. But I think I prefer Paradise more. Craig Thomas knows about Trainwreck. Man, I cannot mess with Trainwreck. That stuff had me feeling cracked out. I did a strain called Green Crack. You know about Green Crack, Craig? I know you do. Green Crack is definitely Green Crack. That had me tripping out, like anxiety through the roof. But it was fun. It's hard to explain. Some anxiety, it just makes the experience fun. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to Disneyland or something, do yourself some green crack. You're gonna have you're gonna have a fun time, but you're gonna be getting popcorn about an hour later. Um, hold on, getting text. Make sure it's from somebody. Oh, KP is backstage. Word. Boom, boom. Oh, there you are. My bad. Hold on. Boom. Got you, Priest. Yes, sir. Got you. Joining now. There he is.
Yep.
Peace, peace. Let me.
So they play the sound in there too, or music. They play the game, sound game.
Who playing sound game?
Oh what? I found sound up.
What you talking about, Priest? Peace. Yo, yo.
Hello?
Yo, yo.
Oh shit! Hold on. My bad. Hold on. I'm gonna come back on. I'm gonna come back on.
Okay. All right. Priest will be back. Craig Thomas knows. Yeah, green crack. Had a bad time though. Yeah, man, but I know you gotta be careful where you do that. High sativa will definitely mess with you. As long as you know everything's gonna be okay, it's almost like doing mushrooms, man. There's no way I could do green crack nowadays. I'll start tripping. Ever since I quit coffee, I'm more like sensitive to things. It's weird. I'm so glad I quit though, man. I didn't realize how dependent on coffee I was. I was low key just comfortably stressed out. Like I didn't feel stressed out, but I was at a small level. Just a little more amped, and I got so used to it as if though it was a fun and good thing. Your mind will mistake excitement for anxiety. You could be having low key anxiety and think, "Oh, I'm just excited." Let's see. El Mondo 420, grow your own. Okay, we got some cannabis connoisseurs in the house. That's what's up. El Mondo probably has an operation, little hydroponics, little thing set up with the LEDs. I grew Leroy OG Purple Kush. Okay, cool. Yo, since we got some cannabis people in here, y'all gotta check out Apothecary Genetics. If you don't know about Apothecary Genetics, it's owned by Brett Bogue, who is a 4-time Cannabis Cup champion. He's the originator of Grape Ape. Have you ever heard of Grape Ape? But yeah, so he's got a great selection on his site, apothecarygenetics.com. You can order the seeds, grape gorilla glue, GMO cookies, blue cake. This is Three Kings. This is for the cannabis connoisseurs that we got in the chat right now. Grape Han Solo, Grape Kimbo Kush, Grape Runts, Grape Skittles is Indica, Tangy, and Purple Punch. So these are all in stock if you guys are trying to get seeds. For those of you at home that grow your own, I know they got a super good discount right now, so you're going to get, and this is directly from the man himself. This guy won the Cannabis Cup 4 times. He's kind of like a cannabis celebrity. So you'll see Apothecary Genetics. This guy's won the Cannabis Cup. He knows what he's doing. He's got some of the best seeds around, man. He's also like a professor, an instructor. That's him winning the cup. And he's been known as the King of Kush. So High Times magazine crowned him as the King of Kush. And he was in a movie called How Weed Won the West. He was in American Drug War 2. He has he had a huge Kush line before they sold out those, but he still has strains available. But yeah, that's just he's one of our sponsors. That's why I'm talking so much about him. So yeah, apothecarygenetics.com. Check it out. If you are a grower, you're going to want these seeds before they are sold out. He's got a lot of big things coming up soon, but that's what's up. Okay, that's my little commercial. Okay, Craig Thomas says, yes, Grape Ape is gas. Yeah. They're all sold out on Grape Ape, by the way. So there's no more seeds for that. But they have strains that are crossed with Grape Ape that you'll see there, like Grape Gorilla Glue and Grape Han Solo. Anything that has grape in the name is a Grape Ape cross. Okay. Oh, El Mondo says he makes his own seeds. Man, you are a professional. Garden says, yeah, what you're talking about is sort of people who have to have danger because they're adrenaline junkies. Yes. Right. And I think I was an adrenaline junkie for a little bit. I didn't realize how addicted to coffee I was getting. I was drinking it when it wasn't even necessary. You know what I mean? Because I work a late shift until 6 in the morning on a couple nights. I thought, oh, let me drink extra coffee because I'm probably going to be tired. Nah, I didn't even need it. If you have a solid 8 hours of sleep and you eat well, you really don't even need coffee. And I didn't realize that. I just assumed, oh, I better up my coffee because I got to be up late. Nah, so that was a mistake I was making. And then once I cut the coffee, started sleeping better. Now I'm like, I'm good, man. I don't really even need coffee. I like being a little bit more chill now. A little bit of cannabis every now and then. And then that's it. But I kind of miss the old days, man, when I used to have a zong and I would take fat rips and the weed wasn't that strong and you kind of would just be blazed all day and just nothing but making beats. It was all music oriented. The cannabis just made me not caring about anything but music. It was music. It was beats. And then next thing you know, you have all these songs. Half of them aren't even released. And it was just like, whoa. But now that I'm older, it's like, okay, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is a great chat room. Rakib says, peace. Wasn't sure. Hold on, let me do this real quick. I want to make sure that Priest isn't outside the room. Next time he comes in, he'll be able to come right in. Wasn't sure this happening because thought KP said Tuesday, but I'm down with an episode. What up, son? Call you. Yeah. So he might do a Tuesday episode as the wind down. So Priest has expanded his operation into his Proverbs Record Studios to where he's able to go live there. Obviously, you see him going live on the Instagram. And then he has the Podcraft, which is what we do normally over here. Because today is more of a busy day for him. He's not with us now, but he is going to be in and out today because of the projects. And then we may have CJ joining us. So, we just go with the flow. Y'all already know. Lisa says terpene strawberry, terpene infused cannabis flower coated in diamonds and crumble. It's all white. Okay. Garden said that'll do it. Or working in the restaurant industry like I did for years, and we would drink a lot of espresso. Yeah, man. That's the adrenaline junkie stuff, man. The FDA knows caffeine is an addictive substance. Yet we've got Starbucks on every corner. I'm not saying no one should drink coffee. I think it's great. If you're able to control it and you're good with it, do your thing. Especially for people who are like driving home sleepy. Yes, now it's time to use caffeine because you need it to stay awake to drive home safely. So it definitely has its place. Just want to make sure that everyone understands I'm not demonizing coffee all the way. It has its purposes. It's just not something that I believe I need necessarily anymore. I'm still going to get it from chocolate every now and then, dark chocolate here. I'm not like avoiding all caffeine. It's just I'm no longer unnecessarily drinking coffee every single day because I don't think I need it. Rakib said, I said down with AD episode, not an. Okay. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. My bad. Yeah, we're still doing the song promotion segment at the end of the show. And whether Priest is with us or not, he will still hear all the submissions. So I don't want anyone to think like, oh, Priest ain't there, I'm not going to submit my song. No, he's going to hear it. There's the link to it right there. So you still have time to submit tracks for that. We're going to probably start that segment around 7:30 if CJ comes through. Underland says, that sounds great. Craig says, coffee is all I got. It's a relative of cannabis. Okay. Rakib says, coffee like women, can't live with them. Gotta have them for at least an hour or 20 minutes. Man, sometimes an hour is too long. Oh my gosh. Underland says, try the coffee made out of mushrooms. Oh yeah, I did one that I didn't like though. I did one called Lion's Mane. And that made me too mellow. That was weird. I had a coffee once that had lion's mane in it, and I'm like, okay, let's see what this does. Not for me. But I'm super hyper aware, man. I'm hyper aware of what I'm feeling after I eat something, drink something, smoke something. I'm super aware of the effects and whether I like it or not. That's how I know I'm able to identify the strain that I like the most. Some connoisseurs are like that with wine, but I'm not drinking any alcohol. We got Sandra in the house. What's up, Sandra? Nice to have you here. She says grand setting. Ooh. I heard a grand rising. I haven't heard a grand setting. That's nice. Rakib says, no, I like chewing on caps and stems. Okay, you microdosing. Okay, yeah, you're slowly letting out DMT. So you're halfway in the dream state, but that means you're also kind of halfway connected to source. Yeah, if you don't meditate and you do mushrooms, you don't have a choice. You're going to be meditating. Hammerfax says, we should all be drinking water over coffee because water can only help you by drinking it. That's true. Drink your water. Spring water. I'm with that. Fella be in the house. Garden says, at a hotel lobby. One morning, Starbucks. I didn't want to get it. My best friend insisted. Hey, cashier telling me a small is called A. After that be a small will never be a grande in the real world. And did not order the coffee. Will never give my money to Starbucks. Yeah. Yeah, something happened. There's this lady on Instagram called Food Babe, and she likes exposing ingredients of products, and she exposed, I guess, what's in the pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks, and it was bad, bro. She was exposed. I should play it, but I don't want to go too much in a tangent here, but you could look her up. She was exposing all these chemicals that were in that coffee, and you would think, oh, well, they just put a little bit of pumpkin, a little bit of spice, and it's a milk pumpkin spice latte. Nah, there's chemicals in there, and one of them was proven to cause cancer. I'm like, what? Like, I know a bunch of people who drink that, around November, that pumpkin spice latte. So yeah, you got to be careful with these chemicals, yo. Crossing says coffee has a higher antioxidant level than green and black teas, and it surpasses red wine, making it potentially the largest source of antioxidants globally. Okay, but how does that compare to 100 grams of blueberries? You know what I'm saying? I gotta look that up. Ooh, in fact, I'm gonna Google it right now. What has more antioxidants? A cup of black coffee or 100 grams of wild blueberries? I'm obsessed with ChatGPT, yo. I'd be up 3 a.m. asking dumb questions. Wow, you win. Black coffee has more antioxidants than 100 grams of blueberries because coffee contains 100 polyphenols. And wild blueberries contain 9 antioxidants per 100 grams. Oh, you right, bro. Well, I'm still not drinking coffee because I don't want to be freaking out. I know I was drinking a coffee that was too strong. I'm just happy to be having good sleep. That's my thing, man. Once you have amazing sleep and you wake up feeling like Superman, oh, you're like, I'm not going back. This is too good. I woke up this morning feeling amazing. Open the window, it's the sun right there. Man, oh, having a good morning is everything. Having a good breakfast, I feel good. And you want to lift something heavy. I immediately started doing pull-ups. Not because I had to, but because I wanted to. Like, your muscles are aching to be used. You know? Elmondo says, too much sugar for the body, Starbucks and all the extra stuff. Yeah. As much as I am pro-sugar, because I talk about sugar and sucrose and the benefits of it, you only need so much. You know? And if you get an ice mocha latte, that's what I used to drink, and you're not going to be running anywhere, it's too much. If you're not going to use that sugar, then it becomes too much. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're like someone who does biking and you're doing triathlons and you're doing like a marathon running and you're doing, or even if you're doing like explosive sets at the gym, if you're doing that, then you'll need more carbs, you'll need more sugar in your system. But if you're not, you know, you only need so much. Craig Thomas says body cake. Sandra says all synthetics cause cancer illness. The body has to weaken working hard to break down inorganic matter. That's true. And you know what gets taxed the most is the liver. We got to keep the liver cleansed. I feel like we can go into some Dr. Sebi talk just talking about the liver alone, because Dr. Sebi was brilliant on so many things about detoxification. You know what I'm saying? And I take a special vitamin drink that has sea moss in it. And I'm in a point now where like I need that. So my sea moss drink was late for 2 weeks. I order it in advance on Amazon, and I'm like waiting for it to show up, and I realized, I didn't get my sea moss drink yet. And then I got a little sniffle. You can hear I'm a little congested. You know what I mean? I got a little bit of congestion going on because my sea moss drink was late. And during a time where I knew I was going to be around, these people. So I reordered it through another manufacturer of this drink. And now I got it. I got it today. So now I feel way more amazing. But man, if I go without the sea moss drink, my immune system slowly starts to break down. And I go to the store and I buy this elderberry syrup. Elderberry syrup is good. It can help you with colds and stuff like that. But when you give yourself the sea moss every single day and you feel amazing, then your immune system is really good. The minerals are everything. I get it. Minerals are literally everything. And the cool thing about no longer drinking coffee is that I feel like I'm holding on to more minerals now because the coffee is a diuretic. It'll have you losing water. And if you lose water, you're losing minerals and all that. Garden says, I was telling people the other day, one Starbucks coffee. Oh, you can't see my mouse on screen. Oh, that's crazy. Huh. Hold on. Starbucks coffee is not that good unless you add all that crap, all the chemicals, and so yeah. David Blazer says, or eat it still, and it becomes no, diabetes is not caused by sugar though. That's another topic, David Blazer. Sugar does not cause diabetes. Insulin resistance comes from eating too much fat, making it impossible for the insulin to shuttle sugar into the cells because it's covered in fat. That's another topic for another day. A lot of people think that. Sugar causes diabetes. No, it can exacerbate diabetes, but eating too much fat, particularly polyunsaturated fats, canola oil, vegetable oil, fried chicken, that can cause diabetes because all the fat covers the cells, making you insulin resistant. And then that elevates blood sugar. Crazy, right? That's a topic for another day. Oh, damn. After graduating high school, was working at Dunkin' Donuts, and back in the day, their coffee, my God, would make you drool just smelling it. Not as good now. They screwed it up. Unsubscribe says, eat lemons. Yes. Hammer's Fact says, healthy sugars, not man-made sugars from hell. Yeah, high fructose corn syrup is awful. Metabolically, it's the same as sucrose, but it does more damage because your liver has to work on it more because it's more fructose, and it can potentially make you hungrier. That's the whole reason why they put high fructose corn syrup is not only is it cheaper than sucrose and actual real sugar, but because it makes you hungrier. That's why you have high fructose corn syrup in hamburger buns at McDonald's. They want you to stay hungry. They want you to crave things. They want you to be addicted so that you buy the product more and they make more money. So that's why high fructose corn syrup is their choice of sugar. If they use real sucrose, if they get sugarcane and use real sugar in their products, then you're going to be satisfied, you're happy, or you've had enough, you'll have less of it, and you won't keep buying it because your body will be satisfied with sucrose. But if they give you high fructose corn syrup, they're tricking your body into thinking that's real sugar, and then you'll crave more. You'll want more because you didn't get real sugar the first time. We're always being tricked. Oh man, Gardens, you know your stuff. Going to tell you how you get a smoothie coffee. Listen up. You add a pinch of malt to it, and you can buy powdered malt at Indian grocers. Yo, I remember having chocolate malts, man. It's hard to find chocolate malts. Just make your own pumpkin spice. Ground nutmeg, yeah. You got to do everything yourself nowadays. You got to make your own stuff. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with y'all. Whoa, you guys are going in. See, this is what I mean. I learned from you guys. Craig Thomas says cordyceps, reishi, fungi, chaga, good for brain health and memory. Nice. Hammer Facts can avoid hangovers by simply drinking as much water as you can to hydrate your brain while you sleep. And you might wake up to pee, but yeah. Blazer says, as soon as I worked from home and broke my arm, I almost died from diabetic shock, and I'm not even diabetic yet. Damn near. Yeah, just keep your if you had diabetic shock, you don't want to eat a whole bunch of fat and then have a bunch of sugar. Because then your blood sugar is gonna be elevated because the sugar can't get in. There's so much fat in your bloodstream. You know what I mean? That's why keto works for some people because they're only having fat. You cannot have a whole bunch of fat and then add a whole bunch of carbs on top of it. You're gonna have a temporary insulin resistant. There's a name for that. You're gonna have acute insulin resistance, or like when it's like a temporary insulin resistance because there's so much fat in the stream. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna have a high fat meal, keep the carbs low. If you're gonna have a big carb meal, keep the fat low. If you have metabolic issues. If you don't and you do fine with that, then you're good. Garden says it also helps kill your cravings for carbs and sugars, and I'm addicted to those, but don't really gain weight anyway. Okay. If you're craving sugar, it's probably because you need it. Do you know what I mean? We're supposed to have a certain amount of liver glycogen, and your brain needs a certain amount of glucose. Do you know what I mean? There's a certain threshold that we should have at least a minimum of. It's different for everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't demonize sugar, because we're supposed to have a certain amount of it. And yeah, if you don't eat it, your body will make it by tearing down the proteins in your body or tear down the proteins from whatever you eat. So if you eat high protein, that will turn into sugar because there's no sugar around. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, your body's going to get the sugar. It just depends on how you do it. But that process is a little bit more stressful to the body. Because again, that's cortisol. Garden says high fructose corn syrup cannot get absorbed into the gut, right? So it shoots straight to the liver, causing fat. Yes, 100%. Hybrid says magnesium is good. Drink that. Yes, melatonin to sleep, and it does rev up the appetite. That's when I knew something was wrong decades ago and reached for it. Yep. Garden knows what's up. Sandra says ashwagandha is great for mind and body. Okay. Elmondo says cane sugar is the best. Yes, 100%. That's sucrose. David Blazer says powder. Okay. They wasted corn making syrup. Yeah, corn as is already genetically modified. You know, you can have a few corn tortillas for some tacos. That's what's that called? Masa. Hamas, not Hamas. It's called masa. You know, nixtamalized corn. What's that called? You know, tortillas. You have a few of those, but in general, corn syrup is horrible. Rawhide says a lot of rappers out here Kellogg's cornflakes. Yeah, man, it's not good. Yeah, Hybrid Cypher, yep. Rakib. So yeah, we're just playing in the chat for now. I wanted to talk about LA and all the things that are happening with the fires, but I wanted to wait until what's his name? Crip Jesus was here. Let me see. Oh, he has it. He has the link. He's gonna join soon. Never give up brown sugar. I put light brown sugar into tea. There you go. Yeah, that's cool. Yep. Thank you for that malt recipe, Gardens of the Gods. Sandra says best way is to be less codependent of the beings that are slowly taking everyone out. Yeah. Rakib, 27 grams of sugar an hour after weight training in a fasted state can turn on anabolic. Yeah, man, you know your stuff. That's what I'm talking about. See, you sound like the podcast I've been listening to, man. That stuff is interesting. Talking about fasted states, anabolic responses, and anabolic foods, and learning when to take things and stuff like that. You know, I'll be following all these fitness gurus on Instagram. Just to see where they're at, just to see some people are doing these, you know, they got the cutting board full of, this is what I eat as a fitness influencer, and it's just like steak, avocado, and then berries and stuff like that. I follow some of these guys. And then there's some of these gym bros. They're eating the same thing every single day, like beef, chicken, and rice and green beans every day. Like they don't. They're yoked. They're huge. Not that you know what I'm saying. Like if that's how you want to look, cool. But these guys are huge, ripped, and they're just like chicken, steak, rice, green beans every day, every meal. That's crazy. But hey, to each his own. But it's interesting seeing how other people set up their meal plans. $3 for a 7 ounce. You can't beat prescription. Okay. So y'all be talking about ashwagandha. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down here because I wanna keep up. Sandra says all fresh fruit and veggies. Yeah. I like to cook the veggies. I'll have raw carrots, but most veggies I try to cook them because you don't want to have too much digestive issues with the raw veggies. You know, it's different for everybody. Um, David Blazer says stevia is good. Okay. Hammers, here we go. In Mexico, Coca-Cola makes their soda with real sugar, not all of our I know. Now, there's still something to be said about that, even though it's good. You know, it's got a lot of phosphorus and everything, but it's not like that's not too much of a bad thing or anything. I'll have like a Mexican Coca-Cola as a treat. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's cool, but even that caffeine, in that if you have a Mexican Coca-Cola too late at night, it can disrupt your sleep. And now that I'm prioritizing sleep, like I'm paying attention to that. You know, they have Mexa Sprite. You know, Sprite with real sugar. I'm into that. But even then, that's a treat. You only want to have those if there's no fruit around. Like if you can't get a hold of any fruit and you're trying to get some type of sucrose, then you can reach out to like a Mexican Coca-Cola temporarily. But it shouldn't be the main thing. If you know how to fry corn tortillas, they hold tacos inside real nice. Yup. Can't go wrong with some tacos, man. As long as the meat's good. Okay, so Rakib says, I almost became a naturopath, but I couldn't handle the years of school. Became appraiser instead. You probably found more money as an appraiser, though. Like, it's more lucrative to be an appraiser. The naturopath is awesome, though. So, like, that could probably satisfy the soul more, and you're helping people, and you're involved in a alternative medicine, alternative methods of therapy. But the appraiser probably made you more money. Craig Thomas, I like coconut blossom sugar. If you don't phenotype typically like the soccer player, then you're not Amerindian. Amerindian. Damn, you guys are going in. Sorry if I skip any of your words. I'm just kind of reading through. Oh, Mexa Dr. Pepper at Wink. That's cool. Yeah, if you're gonna have a big steak, like a lean steak or something like that, a little bit of Mexa Dr. Pepper or Mexa Coke would help because that'll help you digest it. You know what I mean? Gatorade in the glass. We could talk about that. Just the food coloring is a problem with Gatorade. Good for hangovers, though. Although I would go with Powerade over Gatorade because it has more magnesium. Is it magnesium? There it is. Look, you got Gardens going. Gatorade is gross. You can make your own. Garden knows how to make his own stuff. All right. What's up, people? Okay. Yes, sir. All right, so this is interesting going down this rabbit hole, talking about ingredients and talking about food. Zoo Sign Oh, hey, what's up? You know astrology? Zoo Sign Astrology in the house. It says, I looked at the ingredients for Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Oh, man. And there's not one spicy ingredient listed, so what makes it hot? Yo, why do these girls at my work love that? There's so many females. Not the ones that are here in our chat room, but the crazy ones at my work, they love the hot Cheetos. And they'll put lime in it and eat soggy hot Cheetos covered in lime juice out the bag. And then they'll hit their vape. And then they have their chicken nuggets. And I want to say so many things. I don't because, you know why? Why even say anything? It's like, I'm not their daddy. Well, I am, but not in that way. I'm not going to say anything. Like, damn, girl, what are you doing eating that stuff? You know that this and that. I'm not going to do that. No. Maybe a couple years ago I was that guy, but now I'm just like, do your thing. They'll ask me if I want any. I'll just say no. No thanks. No hot Cheetos. I love spicy food, but damn. My idea of spicy is the enchilada sauce. And that's usually not even spicy. Rakib says I make concrete coffee tables, countertops now. Own business with that. Nice. Nice. God Sentinel. Raher Sipa kombucha. Ooh. What y'all know about kombucha? That's pretty popular out here in LA. The Whole Foods. You go to Erewhon, they've got a whole what do they call it? The whole dispenser, not a dispenser. They have it on tap. They have a kombucha tap. Where you can just fill it up like it's a beer or something. Solar Fact says no such thing as eating healthy. Unless you're growing and curating your own food, the only thing you can do is eat less of it as possible. That's well said. Get my sound effects going. Gardens of the Gods said it's also called holy basil seed. Oh, man. Lots of knowledgeable people out here, man. Okay. Hold on a second. Sandra Navarre says, ew. Unsubscribe says spicy Funyuns. Oh, really? You eat that? Come on, man. Unsubscribe is like spicy Cheetos are the ish, though. Man, it's chemical compounds. Well, Elmondo says, good to be here. I gotta go. All right, peace, Elmondo. Good talking to you, man. That was the cannabis connoisseur right there. That's what's up. We're gonna be going into the song segments here soon. This is one of them days, yo. Okay, yeah, tell them I'm coming back. I'm recording a verse. Ooh, so okay. Breaking news: Priest is with Jhyla at the moment, and he's in the studio with Jhyla, and he's recording a verse, and we'll be back soon. See, I told y'all, Priest is doing big things all the time, but it's very understandable. He's not here in the studio because he's at the other studio with Jhyla. So that's definitely a good excuse. We don't mind that. We'll see what he says when he comes through. Craig used to brew his own kombucha. Man, you know, that's a luxury. Being able to do anything yourself like that, brewing your own kombucha or, you know, growing your own cannabis, that is a luxury all of its own. Sandra likes the guava kombucha. Guava kombucha. Okay. Yeah. SL Smith in the house. Deep Dog says Stubbs sweet and spicy cheese curls. Yep. I know, right? Yo, what if it's only a matter of time we get Jhyla on the show, at least on Zoom or in the studio? That would be dope, right? Man, it's gotta happen. I would be dead quiet if Jhyla was here. I just want to hear what he has to say about so many things, you know? I know, right? Wait, Rakib says, wait, man, how many years that gonna come out through it with it being Jhyla? I don't know. Underland Fortress says, hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button. SL Smith says, peace. Sandra says, not sure if I spelled it right. Yeah, Crip Jesus was supposed to be here. He has the link. I don't know what CJ's doing. He has the link though. If what's his name? Knowledgeborn is listening. He's welcome to join also. Oh, Priest said he's coming in a few. Rakib said, surprised he hasn't. I know, right? Yeah, man, Cheetos are bad. But they're full of the addictive chemicals, you know. That's what's up. Oh, Ceaseless One. With the first super chat. That's where it's at. What up, Ceaseless One? Yeah, man. These fires are crazy, man. I'm down here near LAX, so I don't smell anything. You would think I would, though. Because they're still on fire right now. What? The fires are still ablaze. It's madness, man. And when we go to YouTube, you can't turn the news on around here without seeing that. And it's sad, man. It's crazy. We were getting hit up all the weekend, Priest and I, from different viewers. Like, you guys okay? Are you guys cool? And it's like, yeah, you know, KP's downtown and I'm near LAX, so we didn't really get, you know, we weren't involved in the fire. The fire's still far away from us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So much information is going on right now. Oh, that was dope. What was that? What is that? Yeah.
To be reunited with their owners. Almost immediately upon landing, a mobile conveyor belt was attached to one side of the plane to help offload the furry passengers. Volunteers say it was hard work, but you know what?
I'm
well
really
worth
grateful
it.
they have the assembly line and the conveyor belt.
Okay, that's cool and all, but where did that beat go? All day. Why do they have this beat? It's so ill, but it's like we're waiting for, continuous coverage on Fox 11. This is Fox 11. It's a dope beat. It doesn't seem appropriate to have such an ill beat while you're waiting for this. You know what I mean? If I was putting the music for this, I would put more stuff in like. No, I thought not. I like. Right? Isn't that more scarier? Like you're waiting to see the news. Instead they put this ill ass beat. You're just like, ooh. All right, having too much fun. This is serious. Okay. Oh, see, it came back. What the heck?
And I've seen some wide eyes look when they see these toys.
Oh yeah, there's some good toys here. You got the Lilo and Stitch and Hello Kitty and all that type of stuff. So got some boys stuff. We got some science stuff over there for the kids as well. But
Deadpool is there, yo.
I just came back from a 48-state tour, and I'm here to uplift the community.
And I'm seeing your message here. It says encouraging, giving love and compassion. And it also says in loving memory of Linda C. Hubbard. So was this all sparked by your own loss?
Yeah, my mom was a probation officer here in Los Angeles.
Wow.
She gave back to the community, and I'm just trying to take the torch and continue where she left off.
What a beautiful way to honor her memory. And thank you so much for doing this. But this is just one of many stories that we're hearing. People just, like I said, they want to help. They want their neighbor.
Yeah. That's good that so many people are assisting. Shout out to that guy. Okay. We've got a submission here from Priest. What? This is from Priest. I'm going to turn the music off because of copyright. See, normally I would laugh at this, but this is something I need to be doing. For real, because I be getting some lower back pain sometimes. Priest, how did you know I needed to see this, man? That's what I got to be doing. I don't be stretching enough like that. Well, I'm in some situations that got me doing positions like that, but that's usually only once a week. But some of these other moves like that, I don't be doing that. I need to stretch that out, man. I do a lot of upper body stretch, but I don't do enough lower body stretch, man. That's... Yo, thanks, Priest. And for everybody at home. Sandra says, right, get older. Yeah, especially because, we be sitting down a lot. I'm standing up at my work a lot. You know what I mean? Because I'm behind turntables. And we'll sit at the stool for a little bit, too, and that's not always good for the back. Yo, these little things, though, it's important. Deep Dog says, that's a laxative exercise. Yeah, man, you gotta stay near the restroom for that. Hybrid Cypher says, that's dope. Sandra says, keep the hips open. It's the seat of your power. Yep, hands on your knees. Hybrid Cypher says, you gotta get that stretch. Yeah, man. God Sentinel says, 80, if hurricanes can be caused by water, can't Cali fires be started from space, the skies? Oh, man. Yeah, there's a conspiracy going on about that with the controlled fires, about how they're... this is only a theory about how certain planes... They say satellites, but we don't believe in satellites. How planes could be, from above, shoot down a beam that would cause a fire. So it's funny you mentioned that, because I can pull up something. So now that we're on Instagram, ooh, I'm about to show y'all. Hold on, I saved it. 1 second. I have a special folder for stuff I want to show on the show. Okay, let me just play. Okay, oof. There's a few things. Okay, let's start with this one. No, that's going off topic. Hold on. Give me a second. This guy's name. Somebody's been posting about this a lot. Let me show you something else while I find this guy. Check this out. It's gonna get a little conspiratorial. Okay.
Los Angeles aren't a coincidence. Everything was planned in advance. This year, wildfires have struck Los Angeles' most luxurious areas: Bel Air, Beverly Hills, Malibu. At first glance, it seems like a natural disaster, but the truth is far darker. All evidence points to these fires being deliberately started to pave the way for corporations to seize the land. While flames destroy multi-million-dollar homes, investors step in, ready to offer ridiculously low prices to owners who've lost everything. The plan is simple. Turn the land once inhabited by the wealthy into mega projects, luxury complexes, and tourist attractions. To make things even clearer, satellite images reveal that the fires started in precisely strategic locations, as if everything was carefully coordinated. Is this a coincidence? Absolutely not. We've seen this scenario before. Behind the scenes, the powerful do whatever they want, using nature as their excuse. Share your thoughts about this in the comments. The wildfires in Los Angeles.
Okay, so that's a theory right there. What y'all think about that? Here's another one. Okay, this one's a fire tornado. Look at this.
This was captured by Air 7. Just a wild view there.
Fire tornado. A tornado in California, y'all, and it's a fire tornado. Look at that. A fire tornado.
Take a look at this fire tornado spot.
Okay, there's that one. Here's another one for you.
Before you call me a crazy conspiracy theorist, I'm simply a coincidence specialist, and everything I will state in this video can be verified in a 3-second internet search, so don't demand any evidence or proof from me in the comments below. Simply do your own research if you care to know the truth. Now let's get into some coinky-dinky doodles when it comes to these here all-natural wildfires out in LA caused by climate change, shall we? The most devastated area of the Palisades is set to host the 2028 Olympics, already designated as a future smart city. The path of destruction coincides with the California High-Speed Rail Authority's proposed statewide alignment. Insurance companies canceled fire policies on hundreds of thousands of homes over the past few months. Governor Newsom cut funding for wildlife and forest resilience by over $100 million. He also blocked the release of water from mountain reservoirs, and fire mitigation systems have been neglected for years now. Oh yeah, and those fire hydrants, they were bone dry. The Biden administration deemed LA a no-fly zone, grounding state and local firefighting aircraft. LA City Council has spent the last 2 years diverting firefighting budget and equipment to Ukraine. The fire department budget was slashed by $17.5 million. 60 fire trucks from Oregon can't get through San Francisco until they pass California emissions tests. The mayor was in Ghana while the city was being destroyed. Forest fires are not burning trees while hopping over highways and selectively burning homes along the coast.
I'm going to teach you how to
Sparing
hypnotize
some celebrities' homes, of course, like Bill Hader, James Woods, Jennifer Garner, and Molly Sims, whoever the hell that is. Homes built using passive house principles rather than smart meters were left virtually untouched. The color blue doesn't burn from certain lasers for some reason, like those used in directed energy weapons, and the frequency of that said blue is 6.66 times 10 to the 14 hertz. Get boosted. Before you call me crazy.
Crazy, right? Okay. I found this dude, though. This dude I'm going to show you now is, he originally was a hypnotist, but he's getting really famous in LA for doing all kinds of things. He has a lot of celebrity clients that he helps them, like, hypnotize them into success. But he's also someone who's, like, really active in social media and wants to become, like, eventually a mayor in LA. I'm just going to play you some of his stuff. The guy knows his stuff. So just check this out. But, yeah.
Yo, guys, tell me why the military in front of a grocery store is just sitting there blocking off a road for a fire. Tell me how is that normal in any situation? Like, is it really about the fire? Is it about control? They're enforcing curfews in that direction. Now, here's something people don't know. This street, we're on Ventura Boulevard. This is Los Angeles, okay? This street is 3 miles north of the mountain where the fire's at. The fire's on the other side of the mountain. So to me, none of that makes sense. There's police everywhere. I mean, every single street's blocked off. And by the way, here's something a bit controversial, which no one's talking about. Trump gets elected in 10 days, a little bit over. Diddy, his house burned down. A lot of A-list celebrities' house
Diddy's
burned down.
house burned down?
What is going on? Yo, guys, tell me why.
Yo, Diddy's house got burned down too? What if it's not related? I'm being an anti-conspiracy theorist. What if this has nothing to do with Diddy, but it just so happened that his house burned down? You know what I mean? I'm trying to be devil's advocate. What if it's not a conspiracy? What if it's just happened to be a fire and, you know, a lot of people's houses got burned down, but Diddy also had his house burned down also, even though he's going through all of this stuff? What if that's just a coincidence? Can we accept that, or is it like, no, it's definitely connected? The one I mainly wanted to show you was one video. This one. Okay, I'm gonna show you something on this particular video. A lot of you guys already know about this, but this is for those who don't. Just check it out.
Who's lighting the LA fires? Well, I've been getting 1,000 DMs, and really, I want your opinion. So right here, you got a 3D printed laser gun, all right? He's shooting this box, and it's literally catching on fire instantly. Seems pretty cool, kind of strange. Didn't think much of it. But then I did some research on lasers, and I found out there are two very powerful lasers. One is an infrared laser, invisible to the eye. The other one's a UV laser. Well, UV lasers are blue, and they reflect off of blue things. So it's not catching on fire things that are blue. So then I looked up, like, the Maui fires. I'm like, let's go look up the Maui fires. This sounds like crazy stuff. And then I'm like, wait, all these things didn't catch on fire. These are umbrellas. Umbrellas are pretty flammable. These didn't catch on fire. It's kind of weird.
Wow.
Then you look at this parking lot. Everything's incinerated, including that car right next to it. And that blue car is just kind of in perfect condition. That's kind of weird. Well, then I looked at other things like this vase. Everything around it's burned, but a blue vase, totally fine. I'm like, well, that seems kind of strange. So then we look up Palisades, and he's walking through an incinerated car. Look at that, blue trash can. This was the flame the night before. I don't know what's going on. I can't jump to conclusions. I need your help. But maybe you could tell me what you think about all this. I thought it was crazy. I've been getting 1,000 DMs. I've been ignoring the DMs. Today I said, maybe I'll be a bit more open-minded. And this is what I found. Who's lighting the LA?
So, like I said, a lot of you guys already know about the laser theory. I'm bringing this up because someone in the chat had brought it up about, you know, possibly a satellite or possibly something overhead But that's, like Fella B says, the laser technology, how that was a theory for the Maui fire. So the theory is that the Maui fire starter was also the fire starting method of the Palisades and wherever else, So that could be happening simultaneously with, there's copycat arsonists out there too. Now, Jody is saying Diddy's house did not burn down. So that's interesting. Should I check on that? Can I just type that in? Let's see. Photo goes viral. So Combs is still in jail in Brooklyn. Debunked. Despite viral meme about Diddy's LA mansion burning down. Diddy's Los Angeles habit did not burn down. You're right, Jody. I was trying to take me to X. Okay, Diddy's house did not burn down, despite what we just heard. So there's a lot of false information out there. See, people were assuming that. Damn, he has a big ass house. Okay. So that's that. There's going to be a lot of talk about this all over the web. David, so I think you misunderstood the words that the hypnotist guy from LA was saying. Okay. So Diddy's house is still good then. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of theories out there. Endless false information. Hollywood. And I heard also the Bronx is on fire. Y'all seen that?
Are the fires in Cali a huge cover-up for Hollywood? Allie Carter told us that there's a huge arrest coming that's going to shake the nation. She also said to watch out for fires because they're going to be burning evidence.
The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be distractions and fires to hide evidence.
Allie Carter told us about these underground tunnels in LA. They're small cities where celebrities go to have parties. She's been down there and she entered through a museum. If Hollywood's trying to destroy all this evidence by fires, how are they going to destroy evidence in the tunnels? I'm really on the fence about this conspiracy theory, but it's starting to make more and more sense. If the fires are tied in with Diddy, they must be covering some deep shit if they're willing to burn down a whole city. It has to be something big. There's 1,000 other ways to destroy little things like Diddy tapes. They did say that Hollywood would go up in flames after the downfall of Diddy. The Diddler's former mansion is also untouched. Isn't that the first thing they'd want to burn to the ground? Allie Carter was also live today saying, "I told you so." I tried to search her account to see if there was an update. It's just gone. Are the fires a huge cover-up of Hollywood, or is this just a conspiracy theory? Tell me what you think in the comments.
What do you guys think? I mean, okay, so it makes sense now. Okay. Diddy's house is not at risk even. I don't even know how close he is with his mansion. But people are afraid in Hollywood, supposedly. So some are saying, oh, these fires are happening to cover up evidence before Trump's in office. There's another theory going around about the smart cities. You guys know about the smart cities? They want to build like a brand new smart city that's going to be, these certain types of buildings and stuff, and like they want to do it right there. Yeah. False information, but you never know. Yeah. Take everything with a grain of salt. Okay, Kristen Ramirez says Kobe Bryant's home has tunnels in Newport Beach, California. Okay. I mean, there's benefits to tunnels. We don't want to assume that every tunnel is, for bad purposes or anything like that. There could be good benefits to tunnels. Disneyland has tunnels underneath, and that's to keep things moving underground. Craig Thomas says, I wish I had some Reese's Pieces. Oh, man. See, that's how I know you got the good stuff over there. There's lots of underground tunnels, says Sandra. It is odd. Ooh, Hammerfax says build back better with the 6s for bees. Wants to cross in the 15-minute smart cities. There we go. Surveillance, monitoring, analysis, reporting technology, which is what they have in China already. See, China is ahead of us in many ways. China already has buildings that they have covered in blue. You guys know about that? It's funny how when you start typing something on Google and it finishes for you. Look, China already knows. They got their buildings covered in blue, yo. Look at this. They doing it on purpose. China's ahead of us. They're covering their roofs on blue so that they can't be burnt down. I'm not just pulling up pictures of blue roofs, yo. I'm showing how they're doing this on purpose. Look, this didn't even need to be painted, but they're going blue.
Hey, Couillon. Russia, huh? That's pretty awesome. I think it's pretty amazing that just some random guy from Luling, Louisiana in the United States somehow gets connected to a guy in Russia. How cool is that? And it makes me wonder, where else is everybody else from that's on here? But in the meantime, I'm going to answer your question. Blue roofs down here aren't exactly something that some people just want to have up there. It's more of a necessity. So typically, a hurricane comes through, does a lot of damage, has lots of wind, rips off some shingles, or maybe even knocks down a tree and it falls through your roof. But because you can't just snap your fingers and get a new roof, people will get these big blue tarps and cover up all the damage, so that way you have less damage if it starts to rain again. And we live in South Louisiana, so it rains all the time. So thanks for the comment, and I'd love to know from everyone else, where are you from?
Okay, so that had nothing to do with fires. I thought he was about to expose with the laser situation. So, I'm not here to spread any kind of conspiracies. I'm just sharing information. But y'all understand the blue roof thing with the connection with Maui and all that stuff. So, who knows? Who knows? But anyway, China's on it with that. And then you know about how China already knows that their news is propaganda. So for them, it's just like, yeah, it's just propaganda. They don't take their news seriously. But meanwhile, there's people in here in LA that are watching CNN religiously, thinking that everything is real. Wow. Flying Arrow says the thing it's got to do with the ether. It'll affect frequency and light. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, our pagema. Arapema says worldly advice. If you move to Germany and someone asks you for directions, do not use your right arm to point the way. Wow. The news once was in most ways. Yeah. So that's interesting. Okay. Where else we at? Where are our guests? I understand Priest is with Jhyla, so he may not be joining us, but we may be going to song promotions. Just because I don't want to take up too much more of you guys' time. It's been fun. It's been great. I'm kind of just here, I'm the engineer, so I only have so much to bring to the table here. Just having discussions, bouncing off the chat, showing you guys a few things, keeping you all updated. But I don't want to take too much of your guys' time and everything unless I got something real, I got some value to bring and show you guys stuff, because we got to keep it moving. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, let's go it. let's go ahead and go right into the music. And yeah, keep it rocking. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go.
Song promotions. You send in your music, we play it live on the show for Killah Priest and the world to hear.
MoreMito has decided to join us right at song promotions. So say what's up, MoreMito. Say what's up. We're live. He don't know what's going on. Or maybe he does. Let's see how many submissions we got today. January 13th. We got 1, 2. And we got 2 so far. So let's start with it. We're starting off with an artist named Raja Karis from the Netherlands, Bensko 21, with a song called Multiverse. And he didn't put the link. Raja, I don't see anything. There's no link to the song, and there's no uploaded MP3. Maybe you tried to upload and it didn't work. I'll check my email just in case. For now, we'll move on. Next up, we've got Mr. Atlas from East Orange, New Jersey, with a song called IBN Hanif 2.0. Let's go. Danny Salinas, I'll see you.
Yeah, come on. Mic check 1, 2. Yeah, this is it right here. This is what defines me. Ibn Hanif. Mic check 1, 2. Take this ride with me. Not by happenstance. As I enter the cipher, the scenery's ambiance is enhanced. Radiant ladies advance, staking they claim for romance. Gracefully within the trance, I dig you physically, but less mentally dance. Maneuver with me through state of New Jersey territory. Follow me through one of the 13 original colonies with geography inviting for those into cartography. High rises with views across Hudson River to NYC. Preliminary etiquette from the county of Essex. References of my birthplace are just a natural progression. Take your weapon off for safety when you pass through some sections. Salute to Patterson and those who are active with lessons. Half a century stepping, close quarter combat repping. Ibn Hanif, my father's a Vietnam veteran. When I respond, I damage beyond sight of inspection. I'm battled and my background's tested, now check it. Raise the temperature, instantly switch and become sinister. Accurately administer scriptures in the form of graphically illustrated pictures. A methodical mixture, medicinally speaking, encapsulated elixir. Bear witness to a dedicated craftsman, issuing testaments. Excellence guided by sturdy hands of militants, ignited with blistering propane light positioning, masterfully christening the eardrums of those listening. Presentations indicative of strength encrypted with scholarship prerequisites. Facilitates my penmanship. October 1974, the establishment established is running with soldiers you want no run-ins with. No magazines extended, here to set a new precedent. Olive branches extended, I break them, no interested in. NASDAQ suggested it, Atlas stock invested it. When I drop, the market climate goes into ascension. Welcome to the dimension of critical comprehension. Yeah, established 1974. Blah.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about. That was straight fire. Yo, are you serious?
This is a Shadow Flex film.
Mr. Atlas just destroyed it right there. Yo. He just gave us some real hip-hop. I love that. I love the cadence. I love the style. The beat was dope. Everything was dope. Production was dope. Master was dope. That was Mr. Atlas, IBN Hanif 2.0 official video produced by Sean Stun. They just launched this 6 days ago, Philadelphia. Yo, I'm subscribed. Mr. Atlas just dropped it on us. 6 days. See, that's good promotion right there by coming onto the show and doing the. He submitted before. I remember from before he submitted before. This is where hip-hop displays the health and wellness aspects of the culture. Exercise, strength training, and a critical component as well. Yo, much respect. That's ill. Y'all better subscribe. So I'm gonna put the link, obviously, as I do. I'll put the link in the description for y'all to follow Mr. Atlas. It looks like he's growing fast too. That was just too fire, man. That was really good. He's got a good sound. I'm a fan. That's in the whip. Man. Very good.
Amazing.
I can't wait for Priest to hear that too. I'm kind of speechless. That was good. And I'm saving that and I'm playing that. Good length of song too. 2 minutes, 13 seconds. It's smart. Yeah, some tracks you want to keep it around that time. Very well done, very professional. At the same time, very hip hop. You know, there's a lot of sometimes these new artists will put out a hip hop video that's just too clean, or the sound is old school, but like their production is all in like 34K. You know, I mean, like 30 frames per second, 4K, all like high def, and it kind of would take away. But he did his video right because it complements the sound. The video complemented the sound, and that has to do also with his video producer. So it looks like he has a good team going on. That was fire. Underland Fortress says, hit that like button. Jason Tube says, one more time. Ooh, let me play that again. Hold on a second. Let me see if Raja hit me back about his track because I had to give him a skip because he did not submit. It didn't come through, at least. Shout out to Mr. Atlas. I see you. I'm just double checking. We might play that again, yo. That was real. Yep, I haven't got Raja. If you're watching right now, send me an email, ad@killerpriest.tv. Send me that link to that song because they did not show up on the form. Okay, I'm gonna look up my email again just in case. Until then, let's play that one more again.
This is a Shadow Flex film.
Yeah, come on. Mic check 1 2. Yeah, this is it right here. This is what defines me. Ibn Hanif. Mic check 1 2. Take this ride with me. Not by happenstance. As I enter the cipher, the scenery's ambiance is enhanced. Radiant ladies advance, staking they claim for romance. Gracefully within the trance, I dig you physically, but less mentally dance. Maneuver with me through state of New Jersey territory. Follow me through one of the 13 original colonies with geography inviting for those into cartography. High rises with views across Hudson River to NYC. Preliminary etiquette from the county of Essex. References of my birthplace are just a natural progression. Take your weapon off for safety when you pass through some sections. Salute to Patterson and those who are active with lessons. Half a century stepping, close quarter combat repping. Ibn Hanif, my father's a Vietnam veteran. When I respond, I damage beyond sight of inspection. I'm battled and my background's tested, now check in. Raise the temperature, instantly switch and become sinister. Accurately administer scriptures in the form of graphically illustrated pictures. A methodical mixture, medicinally speaking, encapsulated elixir. Bear witness to a dedicated craftsman, issuing testaments. Excellence guided by sturdy hands of militants, ignited with blistering propane light positioning, masterfully christening the eardrums of those listening. Presentations indicative of strength encrypted with scholarship prerequisites. Facilitates my penmanship. October 1974, the establishment established this running with soldiers you want no run-ins with. No magazines extended, here to set a new precedent. Olive branches extended, I break them, no interested in. NASDAQ suggested it, Atlas stock invested it. When I drop, the market climate goes into ascension. Welcome to the dimension of critical comprehension. Yeah, established 1974. Blah.
Boom. Killed it. Killed it. Y'all already know. Y'all know hip hop. That's why you're here. I don't even gotta say anything. That was fire. I'll put the link in the description. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the link to that in the chat. Y'all can go ahead, click on that link in the chat, and subscribe to Mr. Atlas. That was straight fire. Let's see. Now, someone said they submitted a track, but I don't see them in the form. Make sure you fill out the form. EDK and Nod Records. Was it you that said you submitted a track? Anyway, if you guys submit a track, make sure it's through the online form. Which I'm going to put right here. And pin that. Yeah, it's real easy. Song promotions. You'll see the information about it. We can play 1.5 minutes. We can play 3 minutes. We can play 4.5 minutes. You basically just fill out this form, where you're from, your artist name, song title, any additional credits, links you want to promote. So you could promote, like, you know, your Instagram, your YouTube, whatever you want to do. We put that in the description. And then you can either send us a link to your YouTube, or you can upload the MP3 or MP4 right here. And then you just choose 1 minute, 3 minutes, 4.5 minutes. And you can choose what level of critical feedback we give you. Do you know what I'm saying? Then you hit proceed to the payment page, and then you're set. So that's what it looks like when you click on the link. Y'all make sure you check out killerpriest.tv. We do our best to update it as much as possible. That's what's up. You'll see stuff about the latest releases. Priest has going on. I'm working on the blog all the time, so you're going to see a lot of changes to the blog. And then you'll see a lot of the past releases from Priest. And when you click on them, it'll take you to where you can listen, where you can download, and whatnot. Know what I'm saying? All right, it might be one of them shows, yo. Let me just now check. Refresh the form. That's all we got so far. Raja, I don't see you in my email. Let me see if your song is on YouTube. Maybe you just forgot to send the YouTube. No. Yeah, there's no link and there's no MP3. Shout out to Danny. But it's all good. If you send me the email, if I don't get your email tonight, send it whenever this week, and then we'll just play it on the next show. You know what I'm saying? I'm just checking my emails. Make sure you send to ad@killerpriest.tv. That's my email. Shout out to Cap Jones. I got your email. And yes, we're all good in LA. And that's that. Okay. Nothing by David Blazer today, huh? Because we played it yesterday. That's right. All right, it's all to the good. Let's hang out for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to shut down the show and let y'all have your night back. Any last questions, things to discuss before we're away for the week? You might see Priest tomorrow, or you might see Priest on Wednesday for the wind down. You know, everything's a little bit shaky right now, not just because of the fires, but you know, Priest is doing his thing and whatnot. I don't know what's happening with Crip Jesus. He's in LA also, so who knows what he's doing. He could be doing some charity stuff, you know, because he's out there with that restaurant and everything, so he might be contributing or something. So you never know. It's just crazy that the fire is still going, yo. Man. Okay. No, he said Priest and Jhyla got high and then came up with some really great music and stuff. Yeah, I know Priest don't smoke. I can't speak for Jhyla. I don't know what Jhyla does. Hammer says fire is destructive, water provides life. Rakib says it's off Spotify right now on... It's found on YouTube. Okay. Rakib, thank you. I'm just doing the best I can to keep it moving for you guys, give you as much content and value as possible to respect your time. And we all know how valuable time is, you know what I'm saying? Zodiac has a new vid. I don't want to show anything from Zodiac yet until he sends it to me. He may not want to present it until the right time. Zodiac is very intelligent about timing. That's one of the whole things about astrology is timing. So I'm not going to play anything from Ka yet until I have his authorization. Because Zodiac is very strategic about his presentations and his grand masterful works. They have to be released at a certain time. It's just how he does it. I could play old stuff from Zodiac anytime, but any new stuff, he wants it to be done at a certain time. He probably wants it when Priest is here. Totally understandable. So we're gonna premiere that as soon as he sends it into the form. You know what I'm saying? It's all strategy. Okay, what else we got? 80, what are your thoughts on that trip to Antarctica? Trip to Antarctica? Who's taking a trip to Antarctica? I don't know if that's a good idea. Why would anyone go to Antarctica? Oh, southernmost continent? Yeah, I mean, it's a place. Supposedly, it's the South Pole. But yeah, there's really no South Pole though. There's the Arctic and then there's the Antarctica. You can go to the North Pole. But South Pole? Yeah, I ain't trying to go out in the snow and stuff like that. Hell no. Hold on. See if I Google. I'm trying to find where they would put that. Let me look at the map of the world here. I guess Antarctica would probably be right there. We are right here. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been to any of these other countries yet. I don't know if anybody of you guys have. Or if you all have ever been all the way out here. It's kind of hard to fly there. Right now. For us, at least. But yeah, there's the world map right there. Let's see, here's another world map right there. Boom, we're right here. They probably put Antarctica. They probably picked a spot around here. Admiral Bird. Yeah, I could play that. Oh, I just got to check text. Nope. But the polarities are about to switch? I don't know about that one, Sandra. I don't know about polarities switching. You see, our sun and moon just be going around like this. We're always going to have the North Pole is always going to be the center. And it lines up perfectly with Polaris. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, check out Bro Sanchez for more information on that. There's lots of maps of our world. Oh, we got that one. We got that one. Crazy, right? People at home are like, what? What the hell is this? What's he showing us? What? How could that be Earth? What? Y'all think I'm tripping, right? Let me show y'all the logo for United Nations. Oh, what? Is that the logo for the United Nations? Yo. Hidden in plain sight. They got the Earth right there. Boom, looks familiar, right? There's United Nations logo. All right. We don't really got to go there tonight, though. Man, I'm trying to see it. Yeah. But it's a small detail. What matters is that everyone pays attention to what's going on in the world. Stay ready for anything. I think this year's going to be great, but it's also going to be challenging, obviously. So stay vigilant. Make sure you have what's called a bug out bag. You also have a bug out bag just in case an emergency happens and you got to bug out. Have a bag ready with chargers, extra food, supplies. Like get a big backpack together. Do you know what I mean? Emergency food. Put some ramen in there. Snacks, just in case you need to run out. I don't mean just in LA for the fires, but like anywhere you're at, you never know when something's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be ready for anything. Keep that stoic superhero mind mentality. You know, and if you're a girl, then you can keep the Wonder Woman mentality. Strong, steady, focused, ready for anything that goes down. You know what I mean? Do not react with emotion. React with logic and protect your peoples, protect your family, protect your brothers and sisters. Make sure you're good first, but then also protect everyone around you. Realize that might be your purpose. Is to stay strong, vigilant, and protect. Okay, I got one more thing to show y'all. Let me know if y'all think this is real. I'm not trying to say anything about aliens. I'm just sharing this Instagram to see what you guys see. Okay, here we go.
Finally, something in Anaheim happens.
This is in Anaheim. I've had a dream just like this too, where I look in the sky and I see like a dark circle. It was strange to see this.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. You have customers.
I could have sworn as a kid I saw this in the sky. I couldn't tell if it was a dream or if it actually happened.
Now we have it. You see the light behind it, the red light?
It almost looks like a drain.
Oh, that's what I was telling you. What the fuck is that?
But it's supposed to be. I don't know. Look at that perfect circle in the sky.
Oh my god. Hey, amiga.
Hey.
Amiga. You wanna see it?
Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there.
Do you see that?
Now Anaheim's supposed to have the NAMM.
What the hell is that?
The NAMM show is next week. I'm not even sure if it's still there.
Shit.
Look at that.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
It's like a mothership, but it looks like it moved since the beginning of that video, right? Like it was going up. The best evidence they have is from pilots all over the world. Oh, he used to live in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Okay, yo, hold on. Y'all dropping some jewels. I'm afraid to leave right now. Y'all got me going. Did you know that Ukraine generals had residences in LA that have all burned down? Maybe we'll blame on Russia doing this. Wow. Thank you, Sandra, for calling it a good show. I appreciate that. I did the best I could to put some content together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not exactly a YouTuber myself, but I'm just trying to, put together some content here. But I'm getting the content off of you guys, really. Oh, Underland says, like Professor X says, protect those that cannot protect themselves. Yeah. Yeah, especially all you dudes out there. Like, protect the females, protect the mothers, protect the grandmothers, protect the daughters, protect your sisters. You know what I'm saying? Stay strong. After this, I'm about to do some push-ups, pull-ups. Got to keep the strength right. About to have some protein. You know what I'm saying? We got to stay strong and get stronger. I'm trying to do training. I'm trying to just get the strength up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't skip leg day. I've been skipping leg day. I'm trying to take my own advice. Okay. Oh, Mr. Atlas says, what? We got Mr. Atlas in the chat. Yo. We appreciate you, Mr. Atlas. You got some fire, man. Oh, you sent that in just in time, too. Yo, and we got another one. Reborn the Rebizzle. Yo, we just got lucky. Yo, you got me right in time, too, because I was about to shut it down. All right, let's do it. We got another submission from Mr. Atlas from East Orange. This song is called 1989. Let's go. They're saving the show.
Do I need to be closed? We good?
First and foremost, Mr. Atlas.
Turn it up.
At last, you dig?
Non-pattern specific, I'm cut from a fabric that's terrific. Vocabulary nutrient dense with the gap, I'm gifted. With no flair for dramatic entrance. Holding my square in position, posing for flashes from lenses. My name is Mr. Atlas, cause I'll grade in your glasses. Tactical shirt, bucket hat, 9 o'clock, drum attached. Run it back, bucket hat. Shirt is tactical, glasses are by Cazals. There's a difference in our perspective, fashion versus style. Not from the fertile now, I'm from New Jersey, versatile. Listen intently. First, adjust the levels on your dial. Emerging with barbarians in uniform for miles. For glory's sake, Ronald Branch, not guilty, verdict trial.
And we here, man. What we talking about? We talking about 89. We talking about taking it back to 89, man. When I was just a kid. Huh?
It's feeling like 89, I'm not even close to my prime. On the range with my father in 83, I was 9. A serviceman in the medic unit in Vietnam. He raised me in the Sunnah, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Now I've invested my time making sure my breath is aligned. Allah, the original man, is how I correspond. This acronym is more powerful than an atom bomb. Cracking gravel wherever my sound travels and beyond. Vividly sketched upon calligraphy and art form. I'm educated, not indoctrinated. You thought wrong, no reason to further prolong. Meet the requirements of this infantry as we move consistently and grow strong. My shoulders have boulders on by soldiers I'm posted on. Firmly holding my truth the square, catch me posted on. In vintage form, tradition we carry on. There's more efficiency in sprint training than marathons. Patterns established belong, status upper echelon. Have your affairs in order before my weapons are drawn. The sets I perform repetitiously perfects my form. It's simple, however complex in the norm. I digest and move on.
Let's talk about the 89 era, 90 era, man. Who was the baddest girl in Harlem, sub? Was it Chrissy? It was Red Alert Sister, y'all.
Half a century, my mannerisms distinguished rigidly. No negotiations for what I would not do willingly. My name's predicated on plausibility. Level 7 clearance, accessibility. And this verse is a trilogy from the series of 70. Sonic like symmetry, composed chillingly. Complimenting my artillery. Compulsively, I scope my story, minus any mysteries. And anything misspoken, I assume all culpabilities.
The original Green Lantern in the flesh, we live. Huh? Sub, what's up, sub? What you talking about, man? Man, I want to go back to 89, man. I want to take it back to 89. I don't like how things have become. I want to go back to the real rap. I want to go back to the real era where it all started.
Fire. That was fire.
Do I need?
Shout out to Mr. Atlas. Yo, he's doing things, yo. He's on Amazon. He's on Spotify. We talking about an established artist right here, yo. I have a feeling we're going to be hearing a lot more Mr. Atlas. Know what I'm saying? He's got a pretty decent catalog already. 23, 24, 25. He's moving. He's launching albums. He's launching singles. Yo. This is a growing, very good artist, man. Add it to library. I'll be putting the links in the description. Fire. Man, and that's refreshing to hear new artists that are coming in this correct. You know? We all have our classics, but it's refreshing to hear new stuff with this vibe, with this sound, with this classic hip hop sound. I'm a fan. Solar Effect says, I'm checking for Atlas. Yeah, he's out there, man. Spotify. I don't know about Apple Music. I'm sure he's on Apple Music, but I don't trust Apple Music. That's me, though. I don't know about them apples. Okay, he's on there. Yep. Let's see. I think I might have clicked on the right. Make sure you click on the right Mr. Atlas. You can always verify by clicking in 1989. Yep. So make sure it's the Mr. Atlas that has the 1989 album or song on it. Boom, there he is. Apple Music. Boom. Y'all check them all out. This is what song promotions is all about. This is what we do. You know, we promote the artists that submit good music. Especially when they have a catalog. They're already up and running. That's great. The more you advance, the more you progress, the more you promote yourself, the more exposure you're going to get. The larger your catalog, the easier it becomes too, because you have so much, back music for people to check out. All it takes is one song for people to vibe with, for them to be interested enough to go back and check out your other stuff. You know what I'm saying? They hear, I heard your track on Killah Priest song promotions. AD rocked it. And then I went back and checked out your other music, and I was like, yo, this is dope too. And they end up going back and buying your whole catalog, downloading it all that, getting your merch. Next thing you know, you got people wearing a t-shirt that says Mr. Atlas on it. They're like, what's that? I'm like, oh, you don't know about Mr. Atlas? Boom, you already know how it goes. This is how song promotion works. You only need a few fans to check it out before it starts to spread. So, that's why these song promotions have been getting really good reviews, man, because, you can feel the benefits. The following goes up. Your numbers goes up. If you next time you submit, make sure you put in your Instagram, any websites, because that's a must, you know. Especially Instagram. I don't know about TikTok. You know, we don't have a TikTok. We don't push a TikTok or anything. But if you have a website or an Instagram and you submit tracks, make sure you put those in there too, because people will follow you on the Instagram. That's where you can push your videos and, you know, push your singles. And that's where you can push more content, obviously. After all these other platforms, man, Instagram is staying strong. That's what's crazy. You know, TikTok's a big thing for the kids. And I'm not knocking it, but I guess it's supposed to be like banned or something soon. I don't know. But Instagram will always be staying pretty damn strong. So keep your IGs intact and up to date, you know? Okay, Mr. Alice says, supremely honored for everyone. Word is bond. Cool. Yeah, you can see all the reviews as your song's playing. You know, people put fire in the chat. Garden says, you have really made a lot of us extremely happy here tonight. Believe me, and now we have a lot more to look forward to where it comes to not just hip-hop, but music. Man, that's true. Look at it. Hammer's Facts. Alice is a freaking badass, killing it. I love the one a few weeks ago, y'all. See, they remember the old one. Yeah, that was fire too. Appreciates the energy. That's what's up. Minty Hotep in the house. How you doing? I hope you're okay with these fires. I know you in LA too. I think you are. I know you're in the area. I know you're not up north. But you have good taste, man. Obviously. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, let's keep it going. We got another submission from an artist named Reborn, the Rebizzle from Danbury, Connecticut. This track is called The Showdown. Oh, man.
Yeah. Who's ready for warfare? You know what I'm saying? Right here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Turn me up. Let's do this.
Here we go now. This how we go down. We got the whole armor guard prepared to showdown. Ready to flow now. It's more than ripping shows now. We got the end of days, so it's time to reach the souls now. Here we go now. This how we go down. We got the whole armor guard prepared to showdown. Ready to flow now. It's more than ripping shows now. We got the end of days, so it's time to reach the souls now.
When I speak this, I leave cats speechless, so they compete this. I see this, greatest finding Jesus. Turn them into believers, cause the truth they need this. So heed this, words of life that can free us. I'll be on tour like the Apostle Paul, bringing the gospel to those that be up to no good. Though they hustle, cause they anger your life, and I hanging with Christ. That's why I spit lyrics like a missionary, bring them to Christ. Despite the collision at the end, though they living in sin, but they can be delivered from the dilemma they in. We build the lives on the word of God like a mechanic, cause at the end of the day, the meat shall inherit the planet. So we turn the lights on, the Christ on, more than the hype song. To turn my mic on, my transmit this whole way life on. It's an everyday living, rise above the sinning, and receive this new life, cause in Christ we all forgiven. Here we go now. This how we go down. We got the whole armor guard prepared to showdown. Ready to flow now. It's more than ripping shows now. We got the end of days, so it's time to reach the souls now. Here we go now. This how we go down. We got the whole armor guard prepared to showdown. Ready to flow now. It's more than ripping shows now. We got the end of days, so it's time to reach the souls now. I loud like Chicago, cause I'm ill with my noise. When they come to drop a Jews, yo, I feel with my boys. Teach them about the ways of life and obeying the Christ, and not being swept away by the major hype. I want to be men of honor, stay away from Madonnas, and not wildin' in the streets cause it's hot like a sauna. I spit life on the mic so I can motivate the crowd. No mistakes allowed, come my God hates the proud. So I keep it on the humble while the power on the rumble. Cats flipping in the streets like gymnasts is doing tumbles. The days go by, lost a lot of so-called friends. Even cats in the body of Christ, they weren't really my mates. They was only using me to administer their purposes. And once it's been accomplished, like no longer need your services. So they cast me off, and of course I was hurting. But that's alright, cause it made me stronger, that is for certain. Here we go now. This how we go down. We got the whole armor guard prepared to showdown. Ready to flow now. It's more than ripping shows now. We got the end of days, so it's time to reach the soul. goes now. Here we go now. This how it go down. We got the whole armor guard prepared to showdown. Ready to blow now. It's more than repping shows now. We at the end of days, so it's time to reach the souls now. The bubble of the lies with the sword of the truth. The cats in the industry, they want to slaughter the youth. With their lies to produce, a lot of sisters get loose. In these last days, the wicked mind dispute the truth. I see this generation lost, cause we live in the lie. Wanna get by, even cats before the time they die. I know that sounds like a fragment, but this is why I'm gonna rap it. I see everything around, but the Bible said it would happen. There's a lot of lost souls that need to be brought to the crossroads. And the cross of Calvary is where the Lord has brought those who are willing to repent and to come out of sin and receive this new life of being born again. And these dark hours, Satan unleashes his dark power. That's why we need the whole armor to withstand his dark shower. So we can be soul winners and redeem those sinners by pulling them out of fire before the yard go into. Here we go now. This how we go down. We got the whole armor guard prepared to showdown. Ready to flow now. It's more than ripping shows now. We at the end of days, so it's time to reach the souls now. Here we go now. This how we go down. We got the whole armor guard prepared to showdown. Ready to flow now. It's more than ripping shows now. We at the end of days, so it's time to reach the souls now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Time to be fully equipped with the whole armor of God, you know what I'm saying? Cause we in the last and evil days, man. Straight up and down, yo. Be fully equipped with your spiritual armor. According to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 through 18, you know what I'm saying? Be blessed and be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Amen. God bless y'all.
Good energy, good big epic sound. You ride the beat good. Got cool.
This is a true story.
You got cool lyrics. I'm feeling everything. The mix is good. Your vocals are right in there. You're nice and compressed in there with the vocals. What I would probably do is I wanted to hear more bass. Like maybe it's just my headphones. I feel like the bass could have come up a little bit more. I wanted, and that's just an EQ thing. That's your engineer. For me, because it's such a big epic track, I want to hear a little bit more of the low end, like you know what I mean. Just so like the subwoofers can really, give it that epic vibe that is there. Do you know what I mean? And I know that's in mastering. This is a technical review, you know what I'm saying? It's just a taste thing. A lot of engineers would disagree with me and say, nah, AD, it's perfect the way it is. And that's fine. All of us engineers are different. I'm just saying for me, I would want a little bit more on the low end on the bass. And that's on the engineer. You know what I'm saying? You an amazing artist. You an amazing lyricist. The song itself is great. I'm just critiquing whoever did the engineering. I myself personally would want to pull the bass up just to feel more of the rumble to contribute to the epicness of that track. But that's a taste thing. You know what I mean? Music is subjective. That's just my opinion on the mastering. Everything else is dope. But like I said, other engineers would shut me down and say, nah, AD, it's perfect just the way it is. So you don't have to listen to me. I just wanted to give my opinion because I love a big epic sound. You know what I mean? My favorite album that I mixed for Priest was Lord's Son. And I spent some time on his vocals to make him sound godlike. You know what I mean? And there was some like delay effects and doubling going on. And if you go back and listen to Lord's Son, listen to how I mixed it. A lot of the beats that he sent me to mix it with weren't that. It had a big sound, but it needed more low end. So I would double the beat. And I would make one version of the beat with a more of a low end, and I would leave the other version of the beat as is. So there was a double going on, but the one of the doubles had more bass. And man, did it make a difference. And we have to test out these tracks in our cars and listen to them on different systems and stuff like that. And I have my own way of doing it, but that's just a personal taste thing. Yeah, see, Fella B, he says, nah, AD, it's perfect the way it is. And that's cool. I just like it so much that I'm like, ooh, let's turn up the bass. That's all I'm saying. That's what I do that a lot, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just my ears. because that means I like the song. So it's basically my compliment is saying, because if I want to like make an adjustment, that means I like it. You know what I mean? If I say like, nah, it's fine, then it's either perfectly good the way it is, or like I want to hear that bassy part of it. You know how sometimes you look up tracks on YouTube and it'll show a song bass boosted? You know what I mean? Like look up any song by, I don't know, Drake or whoever. Like look up any song on YouTube and you'll see somebody posted that same song, but they'll put sped up or they'll put bass boosted. And you'd be surprised how many people like those little adjustments and stuff like that. I don't know. Give it a shot. Check it out. But yeah. I'll leave that as that. It's still a fire track. I like it. Shout out to Reborn, the Rebizzle, the Showdown. That was cool. But no, I know, I get it, Fella B. It's perfect the way it is. You can go back to any old song and like try to mess with the mix. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Guardians of the Gods. I want to learn the recording engineering that he's talking about, baby. Yeah, if you're in LA, the LA Recording School is great. I actually taught a program out there called music publishing in the LA Recording School. Don't ask how I got that job, but it was because I was working for a publishing company called Heavy Harmony, who was working with Earth, Wind, and Fire, and also was managing Hanson. Remember Hanson, that bop? I was working with the same publishing company. And that company got involved with the LA Recording School. And they were like, okay, we need you guys to do an after-graduate program to teach these kids about music publishing. And they're like, oh, we'll have AD do it. And I'm like, yo, you're going to have me teach graduates of LA Recording School who probably know how to work Pro Tools way better than I do about music publishing? I thought I would go in there and they would just laugh at me and be like, what are you doing here? You didn't even go to this school. You know what I mean? But yo, they ended up not knowing anything about how to put their music out. They didn't know about music publishing. They didn't know about ASCAP or BMI. Like 95% of every class that I would teach didn't know any of those. So I ended up being surprised what they didn't know, because I had to learn the hard way, you know? Oh, you're going to see me without my hat. See, there's my pass. I don't know why they didn't put a capital D, but, you know, there's me without my hat on. And I was working at the Los Angeles Film School. The film school manages the recording school. So they just gave me a LA Film School pass. And this is how I got around, you know what I mean? I was walking around with my pass, and I would get in there and stuff like that. And so I would teach this at the LA Recording School, music publishing, and it was one of the greatest experiences, man. It was really cool. And then COVID happened, and then they had to shut it down and all that. So that's what happened with all of that. But it was a great experience. I got to meet Battle Cat. I got to meet Corrupt. Let's see, our music, film school. We ended up doing.
We're excited.
We ended up doing this presentation.
This is the first of many to come.
I made this logo right here on the corner.
Everybody involved in facilities and
This is down the street from the LA Recording School.
amazing job turning this place into
This is Dave Phillips. He is in charge, or at the time was in charge of the whole program. And then, let's see. DJ Battlecat gave a whole presentation. Everyone who was in the audience was applying to go to the school. So that was cool. It was an open house. Y'all know what an open house is.
When you graduated into the workforce.
So that was DJ Battlecat. He even did a little presentation. Can't play too much because of copyright. And then Corrupt came out. I think he's on the next one. Yeah, I'll show you the one with Corrupt. But yeah, this is back in the day when I was teaching at the LA Recording School. and it ended up being very, very cool. It was working out great, and like the graduates would take this program as like extra credit. You know what I'm saying? No, the open house was a presentation that they had for the school that I was just kind of helping out with. I was teaching the after class. And then we had Corrupt come on. And this was at the Ivar Theater.
Super West Coast producer, original pioneer of the sounds you just heard.
We had one of the guys from Gibson Guitar, or was it Fender?
I think I'll give this one away.
Fender.
What do you think? Can we give this one away? All right.
So he came out, and then Corrupt came out.
Latino community, we got music from there. So there is no barrier to music. It says, one thing about being in this school, you must have a strong technical education and who be familiar with all of the various types of equipment and programs like LA recording schools offer.
Okay, so that's just a quick example. I brought this up because he mentioned that the recording school or being involved in an engineering school. So if you're ever out in LA, I know despite the fires and everything, it's far away from the recording school. So you could still go to the school and take that. And I just wanted to show you that open house that's going on over there. That's going very cool. So that's what's up with that. I'm no longer teaching there as of right now. I don't know if I ever will, but that was a great experience because, you know, stuff went down after, you know, the pandemic and all that, and you know, things happening with the what's it called, the Board of Education and stuff like that. But that was fun. Oh, thank you, Minty Hotep reminded me. So I also nowadays I'm doing this. I'm doing mixing and mastering. That's what I do here. I do mostly this for Priest too, but I basically mix and master tracks as part of a service. So I do your first song for free, and it's only $100 per song. And I got a website, studioad.pro. Y'all can check it out. Fast and affordable online audio mixing and mastering. I got the best prices in town, yo. If you already have a good mix, I'll master your track for $50. The most popular one is to mix and master. You just send me your stems. So beat, vocals, ad-libs, chorus 2, sound effects, whatever. I got a little video on it. And then you could submit. I got some before and afters if you want to hear the difference between before mix and master versus after mix and master. I got Killah Priest in there, and some of my other clients are in there. You could see other artists that I've worked with throughout the years, like J.O. Felony and Crooked Eye. And then I got a whole bio in there. You can check out my bio. Look, even Mojito made the background right there. You can see my cat. But yeah, my whole bio is up there, so you can check that out. But my whole point is, oh, see, you got me without the hat again. Hey, if you want to order to get mixing and mastering services, if you got tracks, I'll do it for you. You know what I'm saying? So studioad.pro, link is in the description. There's a frequently asked questions in there, and I can help you all out. Know what I'm saying? That's for all your artists. That way you can focus on making the tracks, and then I focus on mixing and mastering it. Once it's done, I send you the wave, I send you the MP3, and you could just boom, upload it right to your your distribution services, DistroKid, TuneCore, whatever you use to get your songs out into the world. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? That way you could be like, yo, I had my tracks mixed and mastered by Studio AD. People could be like, who the hell is that? And you'd be like, oh, the same people who handle Killah Priest. Oh, okay, cool. That's it. I don't mix and master all of Priest music, but I'm just saying I just do the certain ones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's up. But thank you, Minty Hotep, for reminding me on that. I always forget to do my own commercials. I always put myself last. I forget, but thank you. Okay, anything else before we wrap it up? I'm going to let you all have your night back. Thanks for staying on this long. Shout out to Reborn, the Rebizzle. Shout out to Jody. Hank McGurk in the house. Let's see. that is that. I'm gonna double check the email. Okay, we didn't get anything from. Let me see. Give him another chance. Nope, not yet. Okay, so we'll play. We're gonna play Raja Karis track next week because he did not send it yet. All right, that's what's up. Let's see what we going out with today. What I normally do is I'll go to Killah Priest, and then I'll hit upload date. Okay, we heard that. There is Yahya Beats with another type beat. Oh, he put Cap Jones too in there. Damn, Cap Jones coming up. Let's see, I gotta be careful here. Instrumental. Let's see. What could we play? Jabberwocky. I spelled Jabberwockies wrong. Who did that? I don't trust that. So what's this? No Chaser official video. Let's do this one. Killah Priest, No Chaser, featuring Fokies, Rays, and Hot Rod. All right, it's an official video. Let's do it. All right, that's what's up. Thanks, y'all, for staying on this long. We'll see you guys next week. And be sure to tune in for either tomorrow with the C Priest or Wednesday for the wind down. See y'all later. Peace.
I'ma fuck with this right here, son. Hey, yo, let me get some of that right there. See that? Not that right there. Yeah, that's that shit right there. Let me get some of that. Double shot. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nah, straight up. That's how I like my shit. No chaser.
I'm swift with the pen, riffing at him. The shit I speak about is real. It's not a myth, it's a gem. Meant to uplift and ascend. Without it, these kids are condemned. So I spit it. At first, the industry hid it from them. But I still committed. Rappers saying they shouldn't have did it. Cause now I'm in the door, designing the pure, grinding the raw. Got no time for a whore that's about games. All I wanna do is blaze it from behind and hear you shout names. Razors one of a kind when displaying a line. I don't pray to a shrine. I engrave my name in your brain so it stay in your mind. That same nigga from back in the day, but refining. I don't believe none of the shit that you say in your rhyme. I'm taking your shine, breaking your spine, snapping your back. You better be packing the gat. If you happen to slack, you'll be rapping for that man upstairs. Lower East Side, Jhyla, we fight dirty. Fuck fair.
Repeat this, immortal thoroughbred, feet on for lead. I let off 50 shots to your team, the rest to the feds. This that, gun music to gun users. This that, corrupt shit that they call exclusive. Yo, I smoke with the angels, bang with the vandals. Convert this into a tripe single. I'm like God, I'm like word is born. For every ears and arms, I still let off fronds. I'm like your Nobel Prize, I'm like your third eye when it cries. I'm like your interstate when it dies. I'm like your foul language, I'm like your ill speech when it bangs with. I'm like your Hebrews with ill paper. I'm like your kerosene, I'm like your ill flow on the beam. I multiply that with an ill scheme. I'm like your icon, I'm like your dawn of the dawns. I'm like your holy Quran when you read my palms.
I start spazzing, I black out, I'm grabbing the magnum, clap at the dragon, the beast, divides in the streets, the fire within we meet, like the feast of the last supper, but more chaotic, with gas at each other, like why you clap, you fuckers, I'm strapped this gutter, the Mac tucked under the lever, my hunger for cheddar, the hot lead from the Beretta make the ad more redder, if I die, spread my ashes across the graves of kings, fuck y'all, I'm immortal, the most high gave me wings, I wake up from crazy dreams, hitting the mattress that my gauges between, banana clips, cameras and shit, recording me sleeping disorderly, when I'm sleeping I feel authorities reaching, the cross to preaching, I fought off demons, I was tossed in the precincts, now niggas wanna see me dead when my corpse is leaking, till my body's decaying and my spirit walks in the kingdom.
Psychopathic, wet you up, John the Baptist.
flow is drastic, sudden move, quick reaction, time for action. Bodies lay, slipping caskets, simple fraction. Hollow tip, split your cactus. Jack Onassis, smuggle riches from the masses. If I get blasted, flip my physical to ashes. I'm everlasting, spitting parables is graphic. Immortal habits rain on your melodies, turn them tragic. Convert the flow, knowledge is told, product is sold, cocking them low. Words are more precious than pure gold. My pen flow is furious, out of control, watching them fold. Deliver blows that'll tear through your soul, faster than slow. I lock it, lay it down like sing tone. I'm master my zone, I'm snatching that crown in the throne. I'm bringing it home for Elias and Queens to Medina. The greener, the meaner, the more cast, the iller, the leaner. What? Yeah, straight, no chaser. Yeah, raised. Yeah, Killah Priest. Hot Rod. Collabo. Argentina Joe. On the boards. Straight, no chaser. Straight, no chaser. Straight, no chaser. Straight, no chaser.